Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Skibblings! Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, episode 436, Fire Emblem Direct. We did have a Fire Emblem Direct this week. We're going to talk all about it, as well as other news from Nintendo from the week. I'm joined by Donnie and Delvin.
How you guys doing?
Each and every week.
Good. I was just informed that Garrett Bland is also streaming right now.
Whoa. Why is he not here with us talking about Fire Emblem?
He's on the RPG Cave.
Oh.
Greg Miller's favorite podcast, the RPG Cave. He's over there talking about Fire Emblem. He's talking about, you know, the hit damage is +2 critical in certain situations with terrain and masking coverage over 3%.
You're not going to get that kind of coverage here at this show.
No, we're not.
Look here. We don't care.
He's trying to cop our flow,
We're going to
Delvin.
talk about how there was a direct.
He's trying to cop our flow.
Look here.
He left us only to go and try to record the same window.
Yeah.
He's trying to WCW Monday Night us.
Yeah, he's trying to TNA us.
I don't think so, son.
And just like TNA,
I don't
fail.
think so.
You can't go head to head with us. That doesn't make any sense. This isn't the Monday Night Wars.
He could have had a special RPG cave segment on the Nintendo Shack.
No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't. Don't say that.
Absolutely
Not, Rebecca.
Nope. I saw you motherfuckers.
Fuck that show. Yeah. Absolutely not.
I saw you motherfuckers in the Nintendo channel talking about some. Oh, y'all should have him and his co-host. Like the fuck we will.
Garrett, I tried.
No.
Garrett, I tried.
Who?
No. Nah, son.
I'm still waking up.
The coffee's good this morning.
It's so good.
It is.
I stayed up
Coffee
way too late
Shack.
last night.
Tell me about it. What were you doing?
I was just I'm gonna every time I think I'm out of it, they pull me back in. I have put a box together that I'm gonna run to GameStop and trade in.
I told you.
They're gonna get me again.
Yeah.
Donnie.
They've got this controller cell where they'll take all your controllers, no matter like if they're good, bad, or ugly. And you guys know me. I have a lot of controllers.
Yes.
Wait a second. I have a lot of controllers too.
Yeah.
If they're broken.
They have a promo right now that, like, I guess they're not even testing them. They don't care if they're broken or not. Like, you bring them, they're giving you trade credit for the controllers.
But how much trade credit?
Controllers. I'll tell you, some controllers. Like I have an extra Dual Sense for the PlayStation 5. They're only giving like $16 for that, so I'm not gonna get rid of that.
I sold that for more at the yard sale that I just had.
But my PlayStation 4 controllers, they're giving like $26 each. And I have several of those.
There you go.
And and I've got a bunch of old Switch 1 controllers, and I've got an extra pair of Joy-Con, and I got stuff. I think I'm not gonna.
Well, tell me how much you end up getting, because I'm curious.
I have some information. Trade in your defective controller for the same trade value as a working one. There you go.
And if you trade in, obviously, if you pre-order something, you'll get a 20% bonus, and like there are ways to. I'm thinking about axing the portal. Now that I have the Steam machine,
you don't need the portal.
I don't need the portal.
That's not a bad idea.
Because I've been so. I think that was me yesterday. I was just going through drawers, finding up junk. I did test out. They had a buy one get one free on controllers. The Retro Fighter. This is the Hunter 360, the 360 controller they make, and they come with a wireless adapter, and they're supposed to be for PC and for Xbox 360. And don't you know, I plugged that bad boy into my Switch 2 last night. Totally works. And I was that's like, perfect. Well, that's pretty sick. Because these controllers I don't think sold very well, because at one point they had a promo, buy one, get one free. So I bought one for the Mac, and then I just got a free one, and I was like, I thought I'd use it with the Steam machine, but the fact that I can use it on the Switch too was pretty great, pretty great. So,
GameStop is giving you $66 on the portal right now.
I think mine's a little bit more than that. Yeah, I looked at it last night. I think mine was like $86.
Oh, 86 is I'll make a move. 66,
Yeah.
nah, son.
No, I wouldn't do it for that. But mostly, I was just I played a lot of Splatoon yesterday. I'm still.
Are you
doing
actually making
Splatoon.
progress, or are you still doing the call for help to helping out people?
Last night, I started to actually play some more levels. 8650, Delvin. I have the black one.
Okay.
Last night I started to make a little bit more progress. I think I wouldn't say. My wife has been into the habit the last couple weeks. We've been watching a lot of TV. It's like her favorite thing to do. That's what she would love to do. Yesterday, and like we do the same routine. I make dinner, we make her plates, we come sit down. She comes down to the basement. I turn on some of her favorite TV shows. Last night she came.
What's
down.
she watching?
We're watching. Well, I just bought her the complete collection of Modern Family, which is like her favorite show.
I love Modern Family.
We're also watching Party Down. It's like a Comedy Central series with like
Never heard of that.
Adam
Never heard
Scott
of it.
and yeah, it's pretty funny. So yeah, we're watching things. Last night she came down and I was like, listen, not tonight. And it's like a hard conversation to have. I was like, listen, we're not going to sit here and watch TV all night. I'm TV'd out. That's all the TV I can muster. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to turn on my music and I'm going to play Splatoon and I'm going to play video games. I'm going to play some video games.
Play
So,
some video games.
That's what I did. It's like, I mean, I really don't have much on a weekly update because I'm just playing Splatoon and my Steam machine. Now, I will tell you, I've got one thing that I'd like to talk about, but like yesterday I was like, all right, I got to start playing something other than Splatoon.
No, you don't.
I know I don't, but like, I'm just like, I can't just keep playing this over
Yes,
and
you
over
can.
again. That's what
Yeah,
I've been
you
doing.
can.
All right. So I do have.
Wait a second. Before you go on to something else, there is a debate in my friend group right now about whether this is worth a $50 game, Splatoon Raiders, or if it should have been $20 Splatoon 3 DLC.
That's insane. That's ridiculous.
That's what I said. I said that's an
That's
insane
absurd.
conversation to have.
I'm so sick and tired of the internet talking about video games.
You know what? I had to mute my friend group Discord because I was so sick of them.
This is my favorite Splatoon game. By a healthy margin. I feel like.
We're lucky it's not $70.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, continue.
Similar to that, I do have one game that I would like to geek out about.
Do it.
Yesterday, I got sucked into a vortex
Whoa.
Vortex Club?
of Quake.
Oh,
Quake.
There is a new expansion for Quake made
The
by
game that came out in 1991.
Correct. Now, remember, they've remastered it. They got a remaster, I think, in 2020, and then Quake 2 came out in like 2023 or 2024. This week was QuakeCon. So the remaster is on Switch, and it plays incredible on Switch 2. So, like, Quake is great. If you're not playing Quake, like, it's fantastic. And it's cheap. God, I think they're selling the game for like $3 or $5. It's super cheap. All right, but that's not the point. The point is that Machine Games, the folks that made Wolfenstein, they just did Indiana Jones, right? Did I get that wrong? Didn't they do
Yes.
Indiana Jones?
They didn't.
So Machine Games just made an expansion to the original Quake called Dawn of the Machine. It's 19 chapters. It's like a whole fucking game.
Whoa.
It's like a whole game. It's completely free if you own Quake. And listen to me when I tell you this. Listen to me, Shackers. It's the best boomer shooter I've ever played.
Wow.
It's incredible. And I'm not Quake guy. I don't anti-Quake, but I've never jived with Quake like Doom. Like, I loved the original Quake. I didn't like Quake 2. Quake went like super multiplayer. Quake 4 was a nightmare. But this, it took me a minute. I was playing it. It's doing crazy things. I'm going to tell you about it here in a minute. But after like 2 hours, I was like, I am enthralled. Like, you know that feeling like when you're playing a game and you realize how much you love it? I was like, I am, this is amazing. Like, this is mastery types. I had no idea
it
machine could cook like this.
Does it feel like it's the original Quake, or does it feel modernized? Like, what is the expansion?
One of the best things I can say about it is that it feels like playing Quake 1 again for the first time.
What? That's special.
The level design is masterful. It does so much with little tricks, that little sleight of hand, little like there are. I don't know if I have the words to really. I should have maybe thought about this. They show you secrets through like peepholes or in the distance, or they put it high up where you can't get to it, but they show it to you, so you know. If you keep exploring the labyrinth, you'll find it.
Sounds like Metroid.
It's very Metroid. It's so Metroid. Like if you want a boomer shooter Metroid, you owe it to yourself to go get Quake and play Dawn of the Machine. It is so good. It does something. It has a trick that I'm enamored with. You know that like I'll try to explain this. All right, so Quake has always had like slip gates and like transfer portals, like you step on somewhere and you go somewhere else. This kind of has like what I would describe as like, you know, like Ratchet and Clank, like the shifts, the rifts. Delvin, you'll walk into a room, and as you start to head up the stairs, the entire room will shift to a different room. It's like an Inception, and it's instant. It instantly just like flip, and you'd be like, what the hell just happened? Like the portals shift, like reality shift, and it plays into the, like, there's so much environmental storytelling, because you'll be like in this hellscape, and then suddenly you step, and it's, now you're in like this vine covered castle, and it's like this time shift. And you have to play with that. Like we've seen in indie games with like a light world and a dark world or a this and a that. You have to play with that mechanic to find hidden doors, to find hidden keys, to get to the next level. So maybe you need to shift to do something and then shift back to do something else. That sounds cool. It's sick.
If it wasn't a first-person shooter, I would probably be so into that.
I'm kind of pissed that it's free. Like, because I feel like when they do these sort of things, like, oh, it's a map pack. Like, I feel like people don't take notice.
Well,
2, I would pay much gold for just this. Like the way I would give them $20 for part of just this. Free. Because it's just another map pack out of the Quake. They've got like 10. Oh. But this is better than anything I've ever played.
I did not know they were still doing that with Quake. I did not know Quake was a live service game.
It's one of my favorite games I've played this year.
Look here, Donnie. I'm gonna need you to stop saying that shit.
What?
Because I would pay X amount of dollars for things. You're like, okay, who owns this company? Xbox like, all right, motherfucker, we're gonna charge $60 for it now. No. Give us something for free.
Well, I mean, I want to shout out like how much value is there.
And I'm looking at it, it looks awesome.
It's so good. I'm like, you've got to see
right now.
You've got to see what's the price on it now.
On Steam is like $4.
No. Well, I mean, you can get. I'm playing on both. I'm literally playing it on both Steam and Nintendo.
Let's see how much it is on Switch too.
But I want to talk about since
the expansions on Switch too, as well.
Yeah. You can get this on Quake. You can just buy Quake on Switch. It is currently
$4.
Buy it.
I got to put in my birthday
because it's a Bethesda sale on everything. Because of the
it's $4.
Yeah,
and the expansion is in it. So when you start the game, it'll say new game, and you click it, and then it'll give you a list of like expansions to play. You can play original Quake, or you can play all these different mods. At the bottom of that list is the campaign for Dawn of the Machine. And if you just love exploring a labyrinth, very Metroid, like a labyrinth, an ever-evolving labyrinth of hidden doors and secrets while boomsticking the shit out of people. With this,
it's probably better than Metroid Prime 4.
It's way better. Like I mean, I think it's a crazy thing to say, like, is it my favorite boomer shooter of all time? But as I'm playing it, I'm like, no, it definitely, like, it just, I don't know. It's captivating me in a way the others don't. A lot of times I'll just run around and shoot with these, and I'm not really paying attention. It's just find more enemies, keep shooting more enemies. This one, like, I am teetering on little ledges, like little bitty. I'm like, can I walk on that? Little bitty ledges to get around the corner to get to the hidden area. I'm finding Quake 1 was great. This is Quake 1 but better. And it's kind of blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind that I don't feel like it's so good for nobody to be talking about it because nobody cared because it's just buried as we released an expansion for Quake. It's better.
I'm seeing $4, not $6. I can't see. I'm seeing on sale $3.99.
Maybe he's in Canada or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Canada.
It's possible.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Canadians.
We do.
But $3.99 US. It's 60% off. It's only $10. Like I bought it when it originally came out, so I just turned it on and had this content here. And I'm like, and it looks so beautiful. There's a lot of storytelling there. And,
I love that.
I'm over the moon for it. I played it yesterday. I started playing it. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to play this for about an hour and then I'm going to play Sleeping Dogs. I never played Sleeping Dogs yesterday. It never happened. I played this for like 6 hours. And then I switched to the Switch because I was playing on Steam Machine. Then I switched to the Switch because I was like, but I want to play it like with gyro control. Like I want to play so I went and started replaying the content I'd already played just on Switch 2 because it's so much fun to play.
It's $6 for the bundle of Quake 1 and 2.
I don't like Quake 2 as much, but get them both. Yeah, that's $2. Yeah, get them both.
Yeah.
Maybe you will. I never liked Quake 2 as much. I feel like that's when I kind of turned off of Quake. Because I'm definitely more of it. And that's the other thing. That was blowing my mind. I would have told you for years, I'm like, oh, I love Doom. And I like Quake 1. And now I'm sitting here like, my favorite boomer shooter is a fucking Quake game. Like that's never happened before.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is better than any Doom expansion, any Doom map pack, any Doom thing I've ever played. This is better than that.
Now, is this I know it's probably not the same team of people, but is it the same developer as the original Quake? Or is it it's a new team?
id Tech made Quake back in the day, and all of those folks have gone off and left to do other things. But Machine Games have used id Tech for a long time. So
it sounds like they're doing a good job of capturing the original feel.
They know what they're doing. Like they're cooking. This is Machine Games.
It's probably
cooking.
a group that grew up playing Quake.
And the thing that I love about it so much is I constantly would bitch about Xbox. Like they have Quake and Doom and all of these shooters under their breath. Why aren't they doing boomer shooter versions of this? Like I kind of feel like because it's the way I see it, and maybe I'm incorrect, but the way other people produce this type of stuff, it seems cheaper of an investment to make something like this than a brand new game, right? Of course. So it's like, why aren't they doing boomer shooters of every franchise? Why don't we have a Call of Duty boomer shooter and a Gears boomer shooter? And why aren't they doing that? Like Warhammer is. Like, why aren't more people getting in on this? And they did. They cooked. It's absolutely amazing. And then they just gave it away for free. Like, you could have just made this like Quake 5. It just could have just been, this is the new Quake game, and I would have been over the moon.
And they could have charged for it.
It's fantastic. It's really, really good. So that's my big geek thing this week. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing Quake.
And sold me a copy of Quake.
I hope so. A boomer shooter of Halo. Maybe that's what Halo needs. Because Halo's not doing so great. But yeah, I'm digging it. I hope I'd be very interested because I don't know anyone else that's playing it. So I don't know if I'm just like over the moon about this, and maybe I'm in my silo.
I don't see anybody else talking about it.
Neither do I. I'm just trying to spread the word. Like, if you're into boomer shooters, you owe it to, like, I seriously think it's one of the best video games I've played this year. Is a Quake map pack.
That's great.
So
that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I was hoping to get I gotta get Jeff or Mike or somebody playing. I need more people to play it.
Maybe people don't know about it. There just might not be a lot of buzz.
That's what I'm feeling like. I mean, I tagged Sean. Sean's a Quake guy. And that's the thing. I don't know if this is true because, again, I'm not a Quake guy, but I've always looked at Quake kind of like Unreal as being more of the multiplayer centric. That's why I love Quake 1, because Quake 1 had like a great campaign, and then I felt like the franchise kind of went more multiplayer. That's what I mean by like it feels like I'm playing Quake 1 again. It feels like I'm having a brand new adventure and a very
It does feel like the length of a full game.
Oh, it definitely is, but like a single player focused game. And it's just like, oh, this is so good. It's very good. It's hitting all the nostalgia feels all the right time.
Good.
Yeah. It's killing it. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. $4. I don't think you can spend a better $4 this year on a video game. So
that's great to hear.
Dalvin?
Oh, I'm playing the game I told you I was going to play, Beast of Reincarnation.
Tell us all about it.
Oh, Game Freak.
Yeah. It's good. It's not what I expected it to be. I think people have been making it seem like it was some type of roguelike or things like that. It's kind of a action RPG type, Nier type game. It's very weird. The thing about the game is very Japanese. Like there is no English voice language in it at all. Like no voice actors in it at all. It's completely like all the voiceovers are completely in Japanese. It's like it's a pretty game. It's a very pretty game. It's from what I played so far. The thing about it to help people see if they want to play it or not, you can adjust the difficulty, so you can put it on like easy mode in this game. So it's not like a Souls like where you have to play and get frustrated and stuff like that. The creatures that you fight are it's a mix between Nier, and it's kind of funny because some of the creatures are like, oh, that is a fucking Bulbasaur. It's like that, like clear, like, oh, that's an Ivysaur.
They're still using the same models that they've been using forever, is what you're telling me, Dalvin.
I read that they outsourced a lot of this, and the Game Freak part of it is like not that big.
Interesting.
That's what I read.
Yeah, because I'm playing it through. I'm like on the early part of the game. I'm fighting like these creatures. Like, oh, that's a fucking Ivysaur. It's like a real looking Ivysaur. And like certain creatures, like, oh, these things could like actually just be Pokemon and stuff like that you're fighting in early levels. You're fighting robots and stuff like that. And you got your cool little dog with you that you can give commands to. And I feel like once you get further deeper in the game, that's going to be really a lot more complex and fun to do. Overall, it's a fun game. It's not bad. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Nier.
Yeah.
Like the early days of Nier and how people like that, not Automata, but the first and the first one kind of has that feel and vibe to it. This kind of dystopian world where it's like grass and stuff and these robots attacking you and things like that. And
it says Game Freak relied heavily on external outsourcing for Beast of Reincarnation. While the total development force was quite large, the internal team at Game Freak was relatively small, acting primarily in a core direction, production, and management role, while delegating the bulk of the actual production to a wide number of external partner studios.
Okay. That makes sense.
So it sounds like they were more about like the direction and
but
moving the project along.
A couple of nods to Pokemon in this game.
That's cool.
Like, very much like, like I think the place I'm in now is I'm going to Kanto, I think it's called. Like, huh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
like, oh, okay.
Kanto is a real place.
Yeah. So like, I'm in the Kanto region. I'm like, okay.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, there's like a little nod to Pokemon and stuff like that and certain things. It's a fun game for what I played so far. I like the way the game looks. I don't see why this couldn't run on Switch 2, by the way. I feel like this is a game that definitely could run on Switch 2 and probably will get a port.
Oh, you're saying it could run?
Yeah.
Is it not? I think it is. It is. Is it not on it?
It's only on Xbox and PS5. And
maybe it'll
Steam.
Come.
I think so.
Next September Direct. I'm sure they'll probably show it.
If it does good, which it may do good. People have kind of been trashing it a little bit, so I don't know how it's gonna do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel janky. I know that's what people was thinking. Like,
okay.
It doesn't have that Pokemon jank. It feels kind of polished.
Yeah, because they're not the ones doing the actual development.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and I like it so far. It's
now, why don't they do that for Pokemon, where they direct it and then outsource the whole thing to people that know how to make a game?
And they have realistic looking Pokemon.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I went over to Carpool Gaming's Twitch channel to tease and start a fight with Garrett.
Good job.
And it's very funny. I turn on this podcast, and of course it is, Garrett's over there talking about fucking streaming games to his TV on Google Play through Moonlight or some bullshit. Like, I'm like, what? And I'm trying to like pick a fight, like to think it's funny. And I'm like, suck it, RPG Cave. And they put it up, and they're like, why is he coming in here and saying that? Like it's like I don't understand why. I'm just having a feud all by myself.
That's
They don't even know
so
what's
funny.
going
You're
on.
yelling at a wall.
I am. I'm just feuding with RPG Cave all by myself.
They're your
Old
Dickelberg.
man yells at Cloud.
I said, this means war. And they're like, what?
They're your Ned Flanders. Howdy doody, neighbor Rudy.
Suck it, Flanders.
They're
Oakley
so
Doakley.
confused.
They
Oh
are.
my god.
They're like,
That's really
why is
funny.
this happening? Why is Donnie here?
They know what time we start.
Good. I'm glad that are you gonna keep playing it, Delvin? Or you just you have bigger and better
I
things to do?
like it, but it's not one of my top tier. I must play and finish this game right now games.
I'm
Understood.
happy that I tried it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Happy that I tried it.
To buy it.
I like the experience, but I got
Mhm.
Marvel Token, so that's gonna take up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Stone Raiders, which I haven't played yet.
That's a problem.
Delvin.
That's a real problem, Delvin.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm about to put it away. Like I'm almost done everything I want to do in it.
Wow.
That's good. No. And I was doing a whole bunch of stuff this week that I've gotten done. Probably. Not too sure. So I can probably game today.
Good.
Nice.
Saturday, I had Saturday morning, my AC went out. Thank God I don't have central AC. Because if I had central AC, I'd be fucked.
What are you talking about?
Because
What?
my AC, my house AC. I have window AC units in my house.
Oh, okay. You have individual units.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if an AC unit goes out,
I thought you were about to say you don't have any AC. I was like, what in
That's what I was
Florida?
thinking,
Like
too.
you're
No,
gonna
no.
how are you alive?
no. I have
That's
window AC
way
units.
too damn hot.
Yes, I have window AC units, and replacing those are a lot easier than having to pay $3,000 to $5,000 for a whole new central AC unit.
Try
My parents'
9.
AC is breaking.
Yeah,
My
see, there you
HVAC
go.
went out a few years ago. It was $9,000.
That's why. That's why I didn't never get one.
But it was also the same HVAC unit that was built with the house in like 1982.
Yes,
I had a good run.
I'm assuming
Good one.
you'll replace more window units before you replace a furnace system.
The one I've had was there for maybe 8-9 years.
So
The
the
one in
difference
my
between us is that I have both.
Oh,
I have central heating and air, and then I also have window units in rooms that I like to be cold in.
that's actually smart.
That's how to do it.
That's actually pretty smart. That way, if your central AC go out, you'll still be okay.
It's
And your central AC probably doesn't have to work as hard to cool every room.
yeah. Well, like at night, I may leave it up a little higher throughout the house, and then just cool down my room. In both the basement and my bedroom, I have got window units.
Yeah.
Just
And
in case.
The thing about it now, this is the worst time for window units to go out because in
Mhm.
the quote unquote winter time here, they're like really cheap. They're like, I like the one my son's on went out, which he had in there for like almost 20 years. His went out like last December, and I think I got him a replacement for like $150.
Oh Lord, I haven't seen window units that cheap in a long time.
Yeah, and it's like a 12,000 BTU for like
That's like
$150.
10 years ago, a good window unit was like $350.
Yes.
Now they're like $700-800.
Correct.
You know, yeah.
Mine's the one I got today was like yesterday was like 320, and that's 12,000 BTU for my room. And that was like Home Depot was like offering like $600. I'm like, absolutely not.
Wow.
So I had to go to like several places to find that one. Like,
Yeah, I don't
That's
play
fine.
with I don't play when it comes to air conditioning.
Yeah.
I need it for my sleep. So,
gotta have it.
mhm.
No, absolutely not. You gotta have AC in the house. And I installed it myself and everything, put it in the window and all that good stuff, and sealed it off so it can be insulated really good. Oh, yeah. Then watch some Evil Dead burn.
I saw Super Troopers 3.
How did you like it?
Not great.
I figured as much.
Yeah, we knew. I'll tell you what I didn't like more. Spider-Man. And all you Spider-Man people, Delvin. You people. Every parking space in my local theater was fucking packed at 2:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, but
I had to park in the back.
Comic book movies are dying.
When I got in, they were out of popcorn.
Yeah.
They were out of popcorn.
What movie theater is out of popcorn? That's like your one thing that you have to do.
AMC.
It's AMC. Like Rebecca, my local theater has, I think, 14 auditoriums. Spider-Man was on 11 of them.
Yeah.
All day.
Wow.
When I went opening
all day long.
When I went opening night.
People are back at the theaters.
That was Friday. I think AMC I go to had like 20, and Spider-Man was on like 18, and it was crowded. They had showing till like 3 a.m. in the morning.
My AMC looked like a war zone.
How did that many people care about this?
It's Spider-Man.
Super popular.
There's been like 19 Spider-Mans.
You are preaching to the choir, Rebecca. Like I asked the same thing.
What could possibly happen in this one that didn't happen in the last 8?
They're just there to watch more Spider-Man.
The Punisher.
There is no satiation level. There is no I'm good now. They just more.
They are, I'd say, well, maybe 2 superheroes that do this to people. I would have said Superman, but that's not true. Because we just saw with Superman last year. It's Batman and Spider-Man. Even a bad Batman movie does pretty good. Like people go crazy over Spider-Man, and the buzz behind the movie was kind of really hype, and the movie's actually being like really good, and people like what it is, and the things that it alludes to for the future of Spider-Man and Marvel.
I do like Sadie Sink.
People wanted a really good MCU movie for a while now. They've been like, a lot of the ones have been okay to good. And this one's like great. And people are like, see, it's so great. Donnie left. Like,
bye,
fuck
Donnie.
this. This is the time for me to leave the show. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie. And plus, it's the Avengers movie comes out in a couple months too. So that's going to do the same thing, I'm assuming.
Okay, my prediction is that he's going on Carpool Gaming to talk shit to them.
That's what he should do. Just sneak up in there and attack.
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up and see. That's my prediction. I'm pulling it up.
We should just...
Okay, no, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, I don't know why I thought maybe he was like invading.
He should have just invaded their show, like NWO style. Just go in and invade it. We made him leave, Rebecca.
Well, I need him to come back to talk about this next thing because I need to preach about this game that I've been playing.
Well, you can talk about it right now. He's probably listening. He's somewhere in the ether. Maybe not.
What happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him.
Did he die? He died.
Probably.
Okay.
No. Because if he died, he would have kept the cameras on. He wants to die live during the show. He wants to go out for all us to see in his whole big bang of glory. Like, hey, he doesn't care. Like, hey, we got to get the views for this episode. He's just like me. They told me if I ever die during PSVG, they're gonna keep going and they're just gonna weekend at Bernie's this shit.
Oh no!
Just keep talking to my corpse.
Oh, okay. Well, Donnie will maybe come back, maybe not. We'll see. I need to preach to you and spread the good word of Big Walk. Whoa. Have you heard of Big Walk?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Big Walk. What is this?
It is by... Oh, his internet just cut out, he says. Okay. Well, good luck with that, Donnie.
The hell happened there?
We're here. We're back.
Hey guys, sorry. My entire internet just cut out. Like all of it. And I just heard sirens run into the neighborhood.
Somebody definitely hit like a pole.
I think so. I don't know how long I'll be back or how I reconnected. I jumped to Wi-Fi, so that could probably not going to make the stream quality very good.
Well, it's okay. You're here.
Yeah, you're here.
So
Tell us about this Big Walk, Rebecca.
Okay, yeah, I'm here to spread the good word of Big Walk. Have you heard of it, Donnie?
Yeah, you made fun of it when it was in the direct.
I absolutely made fun of
You
it.
called it friend slop and everything, and
It's not friend slop. It's not friend
remember
slop.
the direct that everyone hated and said was bad, and games like Big Walk it's only the best game of the year apparently.
Wow.
I did make fun of it. That is a fact.
I appreciate that. I completely forgot that. Donnie's like, nope.
No, I'm not forget. No, fuck that. I don't like people playing on my direct.
Listen, I was forced into a Big Walk party. This game I did not. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so listen. Against my will. This is by the people who made Untitled Goose Game.
Yep.
So when I heard that, I said, okay, this isn't friend slop. I thought it was a friend slop. It's not. It's a full 20-hour cooperative puzzle game. And so you can play with what?
I'm out.
I think you guys, both of you guys should get like
I don't have friends.
Jason and Devin and get everybody together.
Those are not the friends you named.
I don't even think Dev is our friend anymore at this point. Yeah. He's just here by, I don't know, he's just by association.
Get Jason Lacey.
Like I am on PSXP.
He's trying to quit the show every other week.
Okay, forget him. Okay, listen. You can play up to 2 people, you can play from 2 people up to 12. And it kind of changes a little bit depending on the number of people that you have. Like the puzzles, work to the number of people in your party. It's Can I still just talk about it though, even if you're never going to play it?
You already got it.
We listened to him talk about Game Freak Souls game or whatever. I'm not playing that either.
Yeah, he's not playing it.
It's one of those ones where it has the proximity chat. Normally when I play games with friends, we don't play with the game audio. We play over Discord because normally the game audio sucks. This one is absolutely vital, the proximity chat, because there's sometimes where you're behind a soundproof wall and you have to communicate with each other with your arms or some signals and stuff. But then you also get items like a radio or a walkie-talkie or a megaphone, or you can echo across the valley to communicate. And so they plop you into this world and you don't have any direction on what to do. You just go out and you start walking and you have to figure out these puzzles in this day and night cycle. One person has to carry a light, and if you don't bring the light with you, it's pitch black at nighttime and you can't see what you're doing. You want one person to carry a telescope so that you can see things. You want somebody to carry the key to the puzzle to the next destination, and you have to work together, and it's actually really fun. And I am going to play with my friends again this afternoon to keep going with what we started. We got pretty far into it and we're going to keep going.
How deep are these puzzles? Is it like The Witness?
I've never played that, but it's, there's some puzzles where you really have to work together to do it. And then there's other ones where you have to split apart and maybe 2 people are, up at the top of the hill, using the telescope to tell you, okay, this is what the symbol is. And then you have to call across the way to say, okay, it's a triangle. And then you have to make a triangle symbol. And then they put the triangle in the hole. And, it's not difficult. There's no direction though. You have to figure it out together. Gotcha. And the people that I'm playing with are very good at figuring this out. And I'm just kind of bobbing along with them and helping out. And it's this can do this. Rewarding. Yes. Yeah. This is what this item can be used for, kind of thing. We figured out the whole radio system, and now we have technology to communicate from afar. But it's one of the better cooperative multiplayer games that I have played. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's got to be. It's It is one of the highest reviewed games of the year, right?
It really is. And it's on, so I thought that it was just a PC game. It's on all consoles, including Switch, and there is cross play. You got it, Josh? Okay. Sorry, he's bringing in groceries. There is cross play and cross saves and stuff. So like you could be playing on the Switch while somebody else is playing on Steam and stuff. But the proximity chat is actually very good. We were like confused at first. We were like, oh my gosh, like our voices, like you have to be like right on top of each other to hear each other. Like this proximity chat sucks. It's so quiet. Like I can barely even hear you and I can't turn it up. Turns out that's by design because they want you to, they want you to find ways to communicate and like, get the radio and get the megaphone and go up right next to each other to talk about it. Really recommend.
It runs well.
I don't know. I'm playing it on Steam. I'm not playing it on Switch. Sorry. However, I will say, yeah, this is definitely a game of the year contender. I am enjoying it, and I do recommend it. Get a group of 4 to 6 to 12 people if you have that many friends. I think it would be hard to coordinate that many people to play a 20-hour game. So 4 feels like the sweet spot. I'm playing with Josh and then another couple friend of ours. And it's a good time, and I'm glad that I got voluntold to play this with them. I would not have asked them, hey guys, we really need to play this new game, Big Walk. And I'm glad that they said, Rebecca, we're playing Big Walk.
That direct just keeps winning.
Yeah.
I was right.
I did make fun of this when it came out. And here's the thing, you're at the top of this hill or whatever, and then like it's very easy to drop things. If you drop the key, now you got to go search for the key. If you drop the walkie-talkie off the cliff, guess we don't have that technology anymore.
That was kind of my impression.
You left the light behind at the last place, and now it's nighttime. F you, Derek. We don't have light anymore.
That was kind of my impression when we saw the demo and the trailer and the direct. Not that I'm not going to play this because I don't play these sorts of games. Don't have like the people to do it. But like that's why I was somewhat like, I wouldn't say optimistic, but I was like, this looks like, I think on Shaq when we were counting down the direct, I think I said something like, now watch this become the biggest game in the world, because I felt like this is very in vogue right now. Like these sorts of things catch on. These are very viral. And so yeah, when it was shown in the direct, it was like, it's a good time to have a game like this. And so I'm very happy to see people are finding it and loving it. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's not just some random, 2-person friend slap game, 2-person developed friend slap game that's just thrown together and has its moment. Like this is an established, the Untitled Goose Game is fantastic. That got DLC, free DLC, I think.
I didn't like Untitled Goose Game very much. That one. There's a few games that stick out to me where like the buzz got me and I regretted buying the game. And I think of Snake Pass and I think of Goose Game.
Okay. Those are way too different levels of quality game.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there. It's just both of them were like super viral hits. Everyone's talking about them. You got to play them. And I played them, and I was like, these
Snake Pass everyone was talking about it because there was nothing else to play at the time.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. I really didn't like that at all. Now, I agree. I played more Goose Game than Snake Pass, but eventually I just got to the point of like, okay.
I will say that these developers know how to make a puzzle with no direction. Like, they don't give you any instructions. They just plop you there, and you got to do it. And they know how to do that effectively.
Makes you feel smart.
Yeah. House is the studio. They're Australian.
They do good work.
So yeah, Big Walk. Yeah, Australians, they get it all right.
Yeah.
They know their media. So yeah, get a group, go play it. It's $15. 20 hours.
Sounds fun, but no thank you.
Anything else?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
All right. Well, let's get into the news, of which we have much to talk about, which is good because we have a bunch of questions. So we had a Fire Emblem Direct this week, which already feels like forever ago to me. I don't know why. This is like this week, but I'm like, oh yeah, I guess Tuesday, that was this week. So Fire Emblem is out September 17th. We learned quite a bit out of it. So 5 years after the heroic games, which is the big like Roman Colosseum thing that they're doing, the Empire faces its end at the hands of a revived demon god named Balor. 4 heroes, the 4 heroes we've seen, Leda, Theodora, Dietrich, and Kai, they've all vanished. And in this trailer, we learn that we actually have the real protagonist. Like the actual protagonist shows up, and then you have a decision to make. You can go back in time and try and recruit those 4 folks, or you can try to complete the game without them, which I'm imagining is going to be like some Breath of the Wild. It's going to make it like super harder kind of thing. It's what it feels like a whole kind of spin-off on Sage's thing. So that's essentially the setup. So you're going to play the game as these 4 heroes. They did talk about you can play them. It's not like 3 houses where you have to pick a house and see it all the way through. You can play through these 4 different heroes' campaigns simultaneously. You go talk to this bird and you can switch. So you can play through all of those, and then you get to the time skip where you meet the real protagonist, and then you get into the actual game, I guess. Let's see here. I wrote a bunch of stuff, but I don't feel like talking about it. Like I said, it's a week old. Let's see here. They did talk about how you can spend your time in Daxian. So there's the arena where you'll have like your you have training grounds. You can improve your skills, your weapons, and stuff. There's the arcade where you'll purchase tools and weapons. The temple where you will receive blessings, which will buff you for matches. You'll have certification exams where you'll have your class promotions. You can go on quests by completing little tasks and missions from the townsfolk. You can recruit new party members, and you can sleep at inns where you can gain XP and rest. That's all inside the town.
They have guns now.
Well, we're definitely gonna get there. But I think the most interesting thing is like outside, like that was all in the town. And then they talked about this world map. You can leave the town, and
it looks huge.
It does. And outside, you've got special abilities. All these 4 different people, they all have their own special abilities outside the town, and you can go out to do dungeons or raid or collect things or recruit special members and party stuff. There's tons of new weapons. All these people have blaze arts. We did see gun gauntlets. There are nuns with guns, and she is
Let's
taking over the internet, Delphin. She's a big fan art favorite. And they talked about all of these different classes of people. It was a pretty like lengthy tutorial, like direct, like overview of the game. I needed this direct because it made me way more excited about Fire Emblem than I had been up until this point. It looks very polished. It looks very clean, and it looks really great. Like I'm very excited that I've got my pre-order. I mean, I had already pre-ordered. I didn't need to pre-order, but like I just wasn't hyped for it. I wasn't feeling the hype yet. And after this direct, I'm definitely feeling the hype, and I'm ready to go to Daxian and try to compete in the heroic games.
Nice. Which character are you most excited to play as?
Theodora, and it's not close.
Okay.
She's the princess that worships the goddess of death and night. And she's the hot one. Yeah. Like I was making fun of to shout out RPG Cave again. Garrett was talking about all the different classes and styles, and I was like, listen, there's one choice, and it's Theodora for reasons.
I liked Leda. Leda was good. I liked her.
They always have like that music character, and it's like a theme, like an archetype that Fire Emblem usually always grabs. Usually not my favorite, but we'll see. I mean, I'm going to play as all 4. Of course, I'm going to do the 3 houses thing where I try to do all 4 of them and before I move on to the time skip. Yeah, I'm interested to see how much story is there after the time skip. It feels like there's going to be a lot of content here in this Fire Emblem. Like this feels like a very big, time-consuming, gigantic Fire Emblem game.
Do you think it'll be better than or as good as what's the one that everybody liked? Three Houses?
I want to say yes, because everything that they're showing I think looks better. I think it's going to play better. I want to say I feel like it's more interesting than Three Houses, but I just want to be cognizant that Three Houses is a very special game for a lot of people. And I think beyond its faults, people just love that game. So I could see, because this does feel somewhat derivative, of Three Houses. I could see this. I could see people not liking that because of it, but I feel like this is Three Houses but better.
Okay.
And and we'll see. Obviously,
In
when
Three
reviews come out, how
Houses,
people
were you
think.
able to play each of them kind of simultaneously,
No.
like parallel? Yeah, I
No,
thought that
you had
was
to go
really
through
cool.
every house. You had to pick a house, go through, complete it, and then go pick another house, or like just play multiple saves. But yeah, like this is more of a like that's what I mean. It looks like Three Houses but better. Also, like I want to be clear. Back in 2017 or whenever Three Houses came out, me and Caroline talked about Three Houses for like a year. So I love Three Houses. Don't get me wrong. But even then, at the peak of its popularity, I often criticized it for, I thought its map design was weak compared to Fire Emblem games. And the graphics were, I don't want to say terrible, but poor. You know, like it was a crunchy, muddy looking game. This, I think, is going to improve on both of those aspects by far. It's a big reason why I think my favorite Fire Emblem game on Switch was Engage. Engage had better maps. It was a better Fire Emblem game, in my opinion. But Three Houses brought the personalities, and I think that's what, you know, that's really what got people was the character. So if these characters can hit, then I do think this should be Three Houses, but better. But if it just feels like more of the same, if it feels highly derivative, then I could see people holding that against it. But again, we got nuns with guns. Like we have gun gauntlets. She just straight up pulled out a Mac and started shooting fucks. She's like, fuck your spear.
I watched the Fire Emblem Direct, and I will say I was like, damn, this looks like a really good game. I'm so
Yes.
into this. And then they showed the gameplay, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, I get it. Fire Emblem is not for everybody. It's a niche game.
Jordan, I liked Three Houses. I did not play Engage.
Are you going to play this one?
Probably. I like how it looks. I'm not like, woo, I got to get it day one, but like, this looks fun. This looks good. It looks
You
like,
keep an eye on it.
yeah, I keep an eye on it. It looks like an improvement of Three Houses. So
G-Man is correct. It is Three Houses connected. Like they're returning
Yeah.
characters from Three Houses. So it's not just derivative. It's an extension of that. I'm just wondering, how are people welcoming? I feel like the time is right. It's been long enough. And especially after Engage with its whole kind of Pokemon spirits persona thing, I feel like people want to go back. And I feel like this should be a solid return to form for Fire Emblem. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I was always all in.
The Fire Emblem fandom is mighty.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And like those of us that play Fire Emblem, we're going to buy the Fire Emblem. And I already did. I got the special edition to go on the shelf with my other 8 special edition Fire Emblems. Like, I'm here for this.
Like
So I
what
didn't
if-
need it, but like until Tuesday, I wasn't like hyped for it. Like a lot of what they kept showing was like the same Coliseum over and over. And I was like, I hope there's more. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more. I shouldn't have questioned it. Because I feel like the time skip's going to happen. We're going to find out what happened to all these 4 heroes. Someone's going to be the betrayer. Like that's like
Well, in Lita's story, her whole thing is that she wants revenge for the person who killed her family or whatever, and she joined because that person who killed is in the games.
correct.
So
Yeah.
one of them is a murderer. I think it's Dietrich. I think it's him.
I don't. I think he's. See, here's how. Look, let me tell you about Fire Emblem, Rebecca. It's never the person you think. Like that's the whole point. His whole point of being that way is to make
It's
you think
probably
it's him.
Kai. I bet
It's
you it's
not
Kai.
him. It's
the
probably
least
Theodora.
suspecting
It
one.
may be Kai, but yeah, like
Probably
that's.
Kai.
So I love the Fire Emblem, the weapon triangle, like the combat is why I play Fire Emblem. Like I love that turn-based combat. It's one of the I think it's the only turn-based game that I actually tell people like I love to play. I do
Yes,
love
that
Fire
is
Emblem because of that.
He hates every other turn-based game, but Fire Emblem for some reason just connects with him.
I think it's the jingles, it's the stats, it's the ding 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 ding, or like it's the whole loop. I do love Fire Emblem. But even outside of that, the reason I play Fire Emblem for me has always been the stories. They're always
Story's
very
great.
soap opera, dramatic, betrayal, like, and I miss even the 3DS ones when there was families and marriages and like it's all of that. And I feel like this game's going to have a lot of that. And I think they're just holding it. They're holding on to it.
I appreciate that you talk about Fire Emblem like people talk about Persona.
Yeah.
That's why people play Persona. The exact same reason.
It's my Fire Emblem game. And I've tried to play Persona and every other game like this, and I've never got into it. There's some intersection of anime, soap opera, tactical combat. Like where it intersects for me is Fire Emblem, and it is my game of this sort of thing. Yeah. So I'm very excited to be playing Fire Emblem again and watch it. I felt very similar to Three Houses. Like I wasn't expecting Three Houses to take over anything when it was leading up to, and then it released and was like super popular and stuff. Like this game very well could be that.
It could be the Switch 2's.
It really could
Three
be.
Houses.
Who knows?
What's it called? Fire Emblem. Jesus, I can never remember what it's called.
Which one?
This one.
Fortune's Weave.
Fortune's Weave. To me, that's not a memorable title. I always forget it.
I've thought of like I in the early days, I thought Breath of the Wild was a bad title.
I definitely thought it
my
was
favorite game of all time.
I thought it was a very, actually, fun fact, the title leaked about like an hour before the reveal trailer that revealed its name at E3.
Yeah. Yep.
And somebody said, like, I saw it on Reddit, I'm like, the new game is called Breath of the Wild. And every comment was like, ha ha ha, fake, so bad. Why would it be called that? And I even saw it and thought like, okay, like, no, it's not.
I remember it was on Shack when we found out about it. I was like, dude, that sucks. Breath of the Wild? What a dumb name.
Breath?
Yeah, only my favorite game ever. So we'll see. But I thought the direct really showcased the game. The thing that I'm most excited about with this game is there's traversal on the battle maps where certain characters can like jump obstacles. Dietrich can like move around. All these characters have like their own special ability that make them all play very unique, like very different. So some of them are speed, some of them can do incredible damage, some of them can move. And Fire Emblem is a game of movement. Like it's a war, it's the war of movement. And how you control not just how you move, but how the enemy moves and when and where they can attack. And with all this stuff like on the map, and I want to say the size of the map, I'm expecting this to hit, especially after Engage.
So can you like play as like one or two of them and then do your time skip and then only do those two?
I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
I think you can absolutely do
Yes,
that.
the dungeon gameplay is turn based. They said that.
I'm gonna do. I feel like that's just to like the whole outside of the town stuff is just to like grind your levels up and build. And I feel like Splatoon Raiders, I might just get lost in that for a while. Like I might just go off into there and really like get all my weapons and everything. I'm excited to see, like, we do have new classes we've never seen before. I'm excited to see you can ride a fucking elephant, guys.
That's cool.
There's an elephant unit.
That is cool.
Spear throwers. There's a charioteer, to go in with the whole Colosseum thing. You can get on a Roman chariot and fucking plow through people. I'm very interested to see how all of these it feels refreshing to have a bunch of new stuff to play with. And it's like, I wonder how all this goes. Like, can I just build a team of elephant riders and just fucking stomp on people? I like it. It's pretty great.
Love it.
Yeah.
If I was into Fire Emblem, I would be very excited. Looks good.
Yeah, I get it. We'll see. Nintendo gave us a business update. The Switch 2 has sold 23.6 million units this year, already passing the lifetime sales of the GameCube, which was at 21.7. Remember that their forecast at the beginning was we're going to sell 15 million Switch 2s, and I was like, they're going to sell way more than that. Yeah. And 23.6 million.
That's incredible.
Yep, June to June. Switch 1 has reached 156.5 million units sold. Wow. Marking it just 3.5 million away from the tallest PlayStation 2 number. So that's right there. We ask every time they give us an update, we ask again, do you think it's got it in it to reach it? Until this point, I had always said no. But I want to give you a caveat. If the Switch raises the price again, like after this one, so like we're going to get a Switch 2 price at the end of the month, right? September. If we get another Switch 2 price increase to where it's like $550 or $600,
Oof.
then I think at some point the Switch one might stick around a little longer than we think.
I think it's gonna stick around regardless.
You think it doesn't matter?
Yeah,
I mean, like I think every year at Christmas.
Why would anybody get a Switch 1 anymore?
When there's a new, well, here's the point I was trying to make. Well, yeah, but think about this: like every year, usually at Christmas, there's probably a new group of 7 to 10-year-olds that are looking for their very first video game.
correct.
Yeah.
And you could get a Switch 2, but if it's over $500, you could get a Switch 1.
Correct.
Because I was thinking, like, wow, like there's, anybody who ever wanted the Switch probably already has one. Why would you get one now? Like,
But
what
there's a
would
bunch
you
of
decide?
people-
But you're right. There's a lot of 5, 6, 7-year-olds.
Yep, and they don't care. They just want a game console.
And maybe they just want Fortnite, or they just want a Mario, or they just want something, and a
point.
Switch 1 can still be that for people.
It's a good point.
If the price can be competitive enough. Like I would like to see a Switch 1 price cut. But they're not, nobody's doing that. But I mean, I would like to see the Switch 1 get cheaper. And I think it could help it sell, especially like maybe light models.
Maybe
yeah.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Have a Black Friday on the Switch ones itself. Like, hey, get a Switch
Don't
one
think so.
for a little bit cheaper. Just
Don't
to get
think
rid of some
so.
stock.
No.
Possible. Maybe.
So they gave us updates on their software sales, and they highlighted a bunch. I pulled out kind of like the Switch 2 numbers and then the big Switch 1 numbers. So on Switch 2, Mario Kart World, 15.3 million units. So almost 10 million behind the install base, which is interesting considering that they pack it in. That means there's been a lot of Switch 2s sold without Mario Kart, and that's a little bit surprising. I figured the attach rate would be a little higher, to be honest. Any thoughts on that?
It's kind of what I expected.
People are missing out. I like Mario Kart World.
They're not missing out.
Tamagotchi Life is an incredible success, and over 8 million units sold already.
I definitely would not have expected that to be a 10 million seller.
Dominating Metroid Wishes. Bonanza, 4.7 million. ZA, surprising, 4 million units. I thought ZA would have sold more.
It's not a lot for Pokemon.
Pokopia, 3.6 million units. And Kirby's Air Riders, 1.9 million units. I want to throw out
Star Fox Dead in a Ditch.
several games were not mentioned. Metroid Prime, not mentioned.
Star
Fox, not mentioned.
Rhythm Heaven.
To be fair to Star Fox, it only came out in June.
Yeah, it is
True,
early. Mario Tennis Fever, not mentioned.
Who cares?
I do.
Wow.
Good game. Good game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold 71 million units lifetime. That's insane.
Let's see where that puts it in the best-selling games of all time.
While you look that up, Animal Crossing is at 50 million units. Smash is at 38 million. Breath of the Wild at 34. Mario Odyssey at 30.
Let me ask you a question, Donnie.
I just read 7
Brings it up
games
to number 5.
that all
best-selling
sold
game of all
over
time.
30 million units. That's crazy.
How many people you think played Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart World Deluxe, and be like, you know what? Let me just go buy Mario Kart 8 again.
Mario Kart 8.
It's just like, fuck this.
Listen, I play when I want a Mario Kart these days. I have lately been playing Crash Team Racing, but when I want to Mario Kart, I have gone back and started playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again. It's not anything against Mario Kart World's fault. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just that fucking game. It's that good.
Yeah.
It's got all the content. It's got all the things. Like it's the Smash Ultimate of Mario Kart. Like it's just
really
the
is.
Mario Kart game.
It has every track.
Yeah, it's just did it all. So like when I want a Mario Kart, like I've gone back to playing Mario Kart 8 already. It's just great. I applaud them for trying to do different, trying to differentiate with Mario Kart World, but I'm not going to play that over Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was too good.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I mean, we all think at some point Mario Kart World will get DLC, like Mario Kart 8 did, right? Like it'll get expansions and stuff.
Yeah, without question.
The question is, if Mario Kart 8 continues to sell, do you just decide to start adding more to it instead? You're like, you know what? Let's just add another map pack to Mario
I
Kart
can
8.
sell DLC to an install base of 71 million or 15 million.
There it is. That's the point I'm making. Like, if it does keep selling, if next year Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is at 80 million units, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe you should just make more
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Mm-hmm. With everything on cart, that would be pretty great.
Why not?
Nintendo reconfirmed this first-party slate for 2026, as well as shouting out many third-party partners. So we get Fire Emblem in September, Switch Sports Resort in October, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in December. They did reconfirm Ocarina of Time is coming out this year, and then they had a little look ahead to Xenoblade Genesis and Wind and Waves from Pokemon next year in 2027. I want to shout out a particular point here. Nintendo disclosed that 38.5% of its total sales are physical copies. Now, this is very important because they mean of everything sold. So there are thousands of games on the eShop that are only available digitally. They don't have physical everything. Of their entire thing that they sell, total revenue, 38% are physical. That's a lot. It's a lot more than you think.
I would love to know the percentage for games like that does not
do
include
both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be
it's harder to.
It's got to be much higher.
Oh yeah.
I mean it's got to be I've always thought it's like 50-50. I'm now thinking maybe it's more than that. Yeah, it might be like 65%. Because I mean 38 against their total copies, against total games sold, that's in like I am a physical collector, and even I have 9-1 digital versus physical games.
Yeah.
You know, like 38% of total games sold, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And I feel like it's, that's pretty significant in this world of, the other companies saying we're not going to do physical anymore.
Well, they're trying their best to try and tell people that, it's digital is 90%. But again, they're counting things that don't have physical component. They're counting things like DLC purchases and expansion. Like they're counting all of that as digital versus physical. Nintendo gave us the number. Like if you had told me what's the percentage of physical in Nintendo's total games sold, I would have guessed like 15%. This is way higher than I thought.
It's more than a third.
That's a lot. Yeah, like in compared to the eShop, I mean, it's just way more.
Yeah.
Nintendo gamers like physical items in general. They love physical items. They like every little thing Nintendo comes up with, they're gonna buy. Whether it's special editions, whether it's amiibo, they just can sell us stuff. We're like, all right, I'm cool with that. Let's go.
A lot of the digital only stuff, people like, I think of things like indies or like some third parties that are digital only. Like people might not even be buying those on Switch. Like we might be overestimating how many, I think the core Nintendo gamers are probably buying things that are available on both.
I buy Nintendo products to buy Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I'm happy when I get a Requiem or something else to play, but I buy Nintendo products to buy Nintendo games.
Yeah.
All of those games could literally disappear and I'm still buying. Like I'm still here. Yeah. It's just, I did think it was very timely to point that out in their sales as you see what PlayStation is going through and Xbox and everyone else.
I'm glad that they pointed that statistic out.
I think at some point, Nintendo will also probably follow the lead, but I think it'll take some time.
I think they'll be the last ones to produce physical games of the big three.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
A point that Delvin makes all the time, so I want to keep giving you credit for it, is the game key card. I hated on announcement and crashed out over it. And if it's truly a much cheaper way of still providing a physical good for a digital copy, then I'm hoping that that's like their future. Maybe next gen. I know it's already way too soon to be thinking about it. Maybe next gen is all digital key cards. Game key cards, right? I would much prefer that than just digital. You know, Nintendo is still having.
Yeah, because you can still, return it. You can still sell it. You can
trade
lend it.
You can keep it. But even just buying a box and having a physical cartridge, like just having a physical. I just bought an Evercade, Rebecca. Like just having a physical cartridge, like more and more, just means something. It means more. You know, I like having some semblance of ownership over my stuff, and I'm happy to see them keep it going.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Just some fun comments in chat.
Oh, I gotta catch up on those in a minute. So we got.
I just saw one of them.
What am I missing?
Jordan said, "I'd buy hentai babes for physically if I could."
Nice. We got some rumors. There's a Switch 2 version of Diablo 4 reportedly coming in September. That's a big game we haven't heard about yet. This comes from Deal Labs and Bill Kuhn, and they, I don't know who it is, she, they have an incredible track record. Actually, they kind of leak all the PlayStation Plus games every month and whatnot. So if they're saying it, I believe it. It makes sense. Diablo 3 was huge on Switch. Diablo 4 just got, I believe, its last expansion. So I'm imagining that this is some Game of the Year edition thing. Are you guys interested in Diablo for Switch? I will get Diablo 4 for Switch.
I don't know. I skipped 4, but people tell me 4 is good, so I might try it on Switch.
I'll get it because I love Diablo 3 on Switch. Like, I don't play Diablo, but I love Diablo like portable, like handheld. Handheld Diablo it's different. So I will get Diablo 4. Plus the cutscenes and stuff are incredible. The Zelda movie cast has leaked via reports from Deadline.
I added a couple that came out since you had.
Do you have any idea how to pronounce half of these names? Because if you do, I'm going to let you take it.
No.
Okay. How about you, Delvin? You got anything on this? This is
Yuli,
some tribal chief shit.
Yuli Latukifu.
Latukifu.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So this is Ganondorf.
That's the kid from Young Rock. That's the older version of Rock.
So good looking.
Uh-oh, Rebecca's in heat.
Well, he did play the Rock, Rebecca.
Oh, he played the Rock in the Young Rock.
As a kid, yeah.
He was the Rock as a teenager.
I don't know this person.
Have you seen him?
I mean, I saw the pictures on Twitter when it leaked, but I have never I don't think I've ever watched something.
Daddy Ganon's back.
Daddy Ganon, huh? Yeah. He is very handsome.
He is so good looking.
Deachin
Lockman.
This looks good.
Deachin Lockman.
Sheik.
She is the only person that can play Sheik. If you pull up a picture of her and no, I'm sorry, Impa. Is she Sheik or Impa? I read that she was Impa.
Maybe I got the wrong. I'll take your report.
She is the only person that can play Impa. If you pull up a picture of Skyward Sword Impa and her, they are the same.
Let me go look. Because I copied and pasted this from a Reddit article. So
it's Impa.
She does look. Yeah, that checks out very well. This is the only part that I actually picked up on. Everything else, it just kind of copied and paste. The late Sam Neill of Jurassic Park fame and all incredible others, a legacy.
Yes.
Unknown at the time. Apparently, this will be his last movie.
Wow.
And we don't know exactly what his role is, but you're saying that reportedly he's going to be the King of Hyrule, but we don't know that to be
reportedly.
That's pretty amazing. And I wonder if I was expecting this movie to kick off perhaps like a trilogy or a series of movies. So I'm wondering what does that mean if he is the king, if they'll have to recast, I guess.
They'll just recast him.
Yeah.
Unless the king dies in this movie.
Yeah, very well. Very well could be. But he's an incredible actor.
Which would be kind of weird.
Event Horizon, Possession. He's an incredible actor.
Yeah,
and then we've got Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah. I know her from Dexter and Mass Effect 2.
I don't know any of these people.
She was Miranda in Mass Effect.
And then
she was in Dexter.
Lydia Peckham.
I don't recognize her name.
She looks like she could play like a Great Fairy or a Zora.
Lydia Peckham. Let me look at this.
She's very pretty.
Well, most of these people are just beautiful people.
Yes.
All of
She's
them just
hot.
Well, that works.
Like, no, she's not. Oh, she's hot. She's got that Margaret Qualley thing going on. All right. Well, I'm assuming we'll see about this movie soon when they lift the veil on the anniversary stuff. Do you think we will? I'm thinking we will, right?
I feel like it's imminent.
Get a teaser trailer at least, if not a full trailer.
It's got to be soon.
I'm thinking a full trailer for the movie. Here's the trailer. Here's the movie's first trailer.
Yes.
And we've got a controller and a game and
I have a question. If they do the full trailer, will Link talk?
If he's going to talk in the movie, they'll introduce him talking in the trailer.
Will the internet freak out?
Talk in the trailer.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
And they know that's how they'll get people to freak out. That would get trending, and that's how people will watch it.
I have a talk in the trailer, by the way.
I'm so behind on TV because Rebecca's put down all of these TV shows, the Kennedys and Chuck, and people in the chat are in Severance, and I've never seen any of these things. So, like, I don't know any of these things. You can tell I'm outside of my I'm out of my element here, talking about the entertainment business. I need you, Delvin, and Delvin, this is where you got to fill in.
Yeah, I know most of these people.
All right. Minecraft's getting a Switch 2 update October 27th. This will come with the vibrant visuals pack in, so you'll get a brand new shiny Minecraft on Switch 2.
I'm surprised we didn't get that like earlier, Switch 2 update.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah.
Xbox beginning to show up eventually. Yeah, give them credit. Nintendo has donated 50 million yen to help the Kumamoto earthquake relief efforts. They had a huge earthquake 2 weeks ago. So
I also read that they're giving free Switch repairs to anybody affected.
That's great. Kind of the least of their concerns, but still a nice thing they didn't have to do.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Nintendo should just be offering free repairs anyway. Like it's like I don't want to give them too much credit. Like maybe you should just do that for everyone, like just all the time.
I was curious, so I looked up how much 50 million yen is in American currency. It's $316,846.75. It's a lot of money.
It is. Yeah.
It's good.
It's nice. They're always doing stuff like that.
As I already talked about, we have the 30 years of Quake. We got the update. There's the new Dawn of the Machine campaign. It includes 19 new maps and a brand new deathmatch map. As we've already covered, it's $4. You should definitely go buy it.
Buy it today.
$6 if you want. Rebecca, I'm going to let you take this one.
Yay, I'm so excited. I was so excited about this announcement that I had word vomit and had to turn on my camera and hit record, and I just yapped for 30 minutes about it. And I posted a YouTube video. Are you familiar with the Warrior Cats book series? It's a best-selling children's
I didn't know
series.
Anything about this at all until you posted the trailer, and I sent it to my wife. Now, you posted the trailer. This is before you went all caps and started saying everything else. You posted the trailer. I saw Cat, and I took the trailer and I sent it to my wife. And my wife went, interesting. I tried to get Victoria in on that series years ago, and she didn't. She just wasn't interested.
Oh, that's too bad.
That was the point. I was like, oh, when you posted it, I thought it was an indie game about cats. And then when I posted it to Melissa, I was like,
massive franchise.
This is a whole thing.
It is.
And
massive.
this is when I've learned about this week through you. So tell me why you're into.
I remember this book cover.
Why are you into Warrior Cats?
Absolutely massive franchise. I got into this book series when I was in 4th grade. There's over 100 books, Donnie. 50 of them are main series books, and there's like a lot of spin-offs and side stories and things like that. Massive. It's Game of Thrones, but with cats instead of people, and directed for kids and teens.
Sure.
And I am so serious when I say that because there's thousands of characters. named
Red Wedding.
characters. There is gory, gruesome death and betrayal.
Wow.
Your favorite character, like main characters, regularly die.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal. And there's factions and there's hierarchies and there's alliances and there's just a little bit of weird magic shit, and it's there's relationships and betrayals, and it's so good, and it is a massive fandom. There is probably some of that as well.
Whoa.
A
Just a
little
kid's
bit.
book?
I'm not touching that.
A little bit. Not,
So in the
not-
game, will you kill other cats?
You probably can. Because so there's 4 clans in the series, and it's like a group that you can join, and sometimes they get along, but usually they stick to themselves, and they might fight over territory and for prey and stuff. And so what they did, the guy who wrote this narrative wrote Dying Light the Beast, by the way.
Wow.
Okay.
Same writer. And there's 4 different campaigns depending on which clan you choose. So you can play 4 unique stories. You create your own character. Choices matter. So that's why I'm thinking like you might be able to kill some other characters. It's turn-based RPG. I was very excited to hear that this was going to be a turn-based game because I was thinking that it would be like an action game, but it's turn-based, and so there's probably going to be stat building. And they said that choices matter. You can shape relationships. There's a story to go through, but it will change depending on what you choose to do. It looks like it's kind of open world like. I'm so excited for this. Like I have been dreaming of a game like this since I was 10 years old.
I love to hear that.
That's great. I have a question, Rebecca, because this is important.
Ask me anything. I'll answer.
Is the creator non-problematic? Because it seems like when we get these books that are super popular, all of a sudden we find the creator's a terrible person.
No. So actually, fun fact, there's multiple authors for this.
Okay.
That's why they're able to churn out so many books. I think it started with an editor with 2 writers. So she would outline, the story and what she wants to have happen. Here's the overarching story of book 1. You go write it. And then here's the overarching story of book 2. You go write it. So there were 2 authors at first. Now I think there's 3 or 4. And they're non-problematic. They're gay friendly. They are, they're British, I think.
Okay. We won't hold that against them.
They are non-problematic as far as I know. It's not like a J.K. Rowling kind of situation.
I see, because I've seen these books before, and they're like, if you go like in a Target or a Walmart, they are everywhere.
The community is like very LGBT, very furry, very big. There's the Venn diagram between Warriors fans and furries overlaps quite a bit.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten the game till now. Like I've seen this stuff for so long. Like
me too. And I think they probably wanted to get it right. There is a Roblox game that I think is semi-official. I would not touch Roblox with a 10-foot pole. But a lot of kids play that version.
This also seems like a franchise that should have like a movie or something coming out soon.
Funny you say that. They also signed a deal after, I have been wanting for so many years for there to be a TV series or a movie. They signed a deal, and there's going to be an animation on Disney Plus as well.
Okay, that makes sense. It looks cool. Like I said, I've been in the stores. I've seen these books all the time. I just never knew what it was. And now that I've seen, like, it's getting the game. The game sounds interesting.
This was my special interest as a child. I would need to get it on release date every time it came out. I would make my parents go to the store while I was at school. I would read the whole book, the whole 300-page book that night. And then I would go and I would reread all the books over and over again. Wow. I was so hyper fixated on it. Listen, if you want to know the truth, I would go on forums, remember old school forums, and I would role play warrior cats. And that's why I was so into writing. And so I would meet people and role play warrior cats on old school forums in middle school.
Wow.
That's cool.
I would say like I'm interested to hear the reviews. I'm not interested in the game, but I was thinking about trying to introduce it to Victoria again, but I don't know if she wasn't that into the series. Could never get into the books. I don't know if she'd get into.
If she didn't get into it as a kid, I mean, it's like.
I feel like it's too late.
Probably.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not an adult series. Like it is a kid's series. Let me show you what it looks like.
I'm honestly more interested in maybe I wonder if it's something Melissa might. She doesn't.
Maybe.
She's never done like any active game stuff, right? Like
so, like adults could read it. You know, it's not.
But she loves cats.
It's for kids, but like it's not like big words. Like it's like.
How long until the game comes out?
It comes out this fall.
I'll wait to hear reviews and your review. If it's really good,
I don't think it's going to be like, 9 out of 10 amazing must play.
Sure.
But I think this is what fans of the franchise deserve.
If you really enjoy it, I might, especially if there's like a demo, maybe I might try to see if Melissa could. Because here's the thing:
this book's 300 pages.
Me and Melissa had a great time early in the year when we got into the Animal Crossing update, and then that stopped. She hasn't played games since.
Oh.
She just doesn't really play games, so it ebbs and flows. I would love to find something that she could really
I'll keep you updated.
Into. So if it's
looks like
good,
there's
I'll give it
also
a try.
very good character customization. Like so people are very serious about their warrior cat OCs. They, there's so much fan art. If you type in warrior cats OC into Google and just look at images, there's millions of hits on just characters that people make and design and draw and role play as and do fan fiction. And people are very serious about their OCs and they name them and they create them. And
you and Melissa
you
guys have a lot of shared interest overlap. So when you tell me you like
I think Melissa would have been interested in this.
I do too, and I think that's why she was trying to get Victoria into it.
Yeah.
I think this might be more of a her thing. So maybe the game could be a place for that to happen.
Here's where our universes connect. The company that's making this game made Cruisin' Blast.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade.
Yes. But more importantly, what's going to be really interesting, they're making this new Walking Dead game. It's called Streets of Survival, which is a side-scrolling brawler that I've been excited for.
I remember that one.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see how both of these games are. Because the Ninja Turtles game is kind of a wash because it's just a port of an arcade game.
This is a brand new publisher who is very interested in making IP-driven games.
Yes, and the Walking Dead game looks good. It's a side-scroller beat-em-up Walking Dead game that looks actually pretty good.
I'm eager to hear about it.
It doesn't look like, it's not the highest budget. It's not, it doesn't look. I get Stray vibes when I look at it. It's kind of like a hand.
It did look like Stray. Yeah, no. Like Delvin and I both have little ventures off into our favorite IP games. We know what you're talking about. Like it's not going to topple Ocarina of Time or GTA or anything like that. But it's an IP-based game. It's a Transformers game. It's a Scott Pilgrim game. It's
what I saw did
Turtles
impress
game.
me. I will say what I saw impressed me, and it is what I wanted from this franchise.
I'm eager to hear more about it.
Thank you for letting me gab about it.
Is it $50 or $70 or is it like $30?
I think I read it's 40 or 50.
40.
I was going to say that because these games
50, 40,
are relatively cheap. I think they average like $40, $50.
Okay. If it's good, I might try it. Like I could use again because
it's coming out on all consoles.
Because Melissa doesn't have any preconceived attachment.
Yeah.
A demo would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
If I could try it. If I could get a demo. And the fact that it's coming to Steam, maybe this is just one I wait for a real cheap Steam get. And then we give it a try.
And there's going to be it's not digital only. There is going to be physicals for all of the consoles, and there is a Switch 2 version.
Yes,
lovely.
Specifically.
And
it's not a game key card.
So XBS asks, since it is GTA 6 or Ocarina question for everyone else, Rebecca, if Warrior Cats or Ocarina release the same day, which would you?
Well, yeah, I would. That's a hard question.
Ooh.
That's a hard question.
You hit
I
her
would
right in the feels. That's deep.
I would play Ocarina first. But I would be playing both that night.
Ocarina is literally taking, and maybe after this Netflix thing happens, maybe I'll change my mind. But like, Ocarina, I think has sucked all the hype that I had for GTA like right out of the room. And it's not that I'm not excited to play GTA. I will. It's just that like GTA has now moved down the ladder to, I will play it when I can, not as soon as I can, because of Ocarina. It's like I just keep looking at the timeline. I'm like, I'm gonna be playing Ocarina anyway. So
I'm gonna wait until it comes out on PC.
You know, like GTA might be like my Christmas vacation game this year or something. Like I don't know. I got to play Ocarina first.
I think hearing people talk about GTA in other ways besides gameplay has sucked away my hype about GTA. Like all the marketing and like, it's on Netflix and all this stuff. Like I don't care anymore. Like leave me alone.
I am just kind of non-hyped for like the most important moment in the industry. I'm just kind of like, whatever.
They're making me not.
I will be playing Ocarina anyway, and I'm assuming that. I know we've got leaks that maybe there's not going to be a console and it's just going to be a controller, but I'm assuming regardless, when Nintendo pops the bottle in this thing, I'm assuming we're all going to be pretty jazzed. I'm assuming that they're going to have like a lot of big Zelda anniversary type shit for us to like get into. So
I'm very excited for that. This is going to be a really good fall. I'm so excited.
I agree with you. It's going to be a really good fall. The way I'm going to go from Raiders into Fire Emblem into Ocarina is going to be like, people are going to be like, Donnie, did you play Black Flag? I never got to it. Did you play GTA? I never got to it. Did you play it? I never got to it. I never got to it. Because I'm just playing these things.
Name a more lethal lineup of games.
Yeah.
G-Man, if they delay GTA 6 after announcing that Netflix ad.
I think he's talking about the PC version.
Oh, the PC version? Okay.
Because I just said I'm waiting for PC.
That's going to come out that's going to be a while. I don't think that's going to be next year. That's going to be like 2028, 2029.
Man.
Rebecca, you can take the rest of the questions.
I Can See asks, I'm finally getting a Switch 2 soon. What starter case do you recommend? And then they have 2 more questions, but start with that one.
Did either of you get that Woot deal?
No, I had to get AC.
I changed my mind. I'm not getting another Switch 2. I'm just going to share with my dad.
It's still available, by the way.
I can't see. That's what I wanted to go check. Woot has grade A refurbished Switch 2 consoles for $399.99. So the price goes up in 3 weeks. So if you're looking to get one, I'd get one immediately.
Yes.
In terms of cases, what starter case do you recommend? Do you guys have a favorite case?
Not really.
Like a carrying case?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, are we talking about a grip or a case? I don't really know what he's talking about. I'm assuming a case, like a carry case.
I get my cases from Blue Roboto on Etsy. They're the best made ones.
I followed Rebecca's recommendation. I also got a case from Blue Roboto, and it's fantastic. I can only wholly recommend it.
Yeah, I like my stuff to be like custom.
Mm-hmm.
Like what stuff I like on it. So I would go to Etsy.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I Can't See also asks, choose your own game bundle. Mario Kart World, the more expensive one, or DK Bonanza.
The answer is Splatoon Raiders.
That works.
Sorry to omit your options. I mean, listen, I love Bonanza. Of the two, I would choose Bonanza. I don't love Mario Kart World as much as most, but the answer is Splatoon Raiders.
I would say that too.
I would say get DK Bonanza. It's a good game.
Bonanza's fine. Bonanza was okay.
I love Bonanza. Bonanza's great, but Splatoon Raiders is it.
I Can't See. Are you going to be playing mostly single player, or are you going to be playing like with family and stuff like that?
Splatoon Raiders would be something I'm going to play until the next Splatoon Raiders comes out. Like if there isn't a Splatoon Raiders 2, I could play Splatoon Raiders for like 7 years.
Splatoon 4 is going to come out and you're still going to be playing Raiders.
I think so. Like I actually agree with you. I think next time they trot out like we got a campaign in Turf War, I'm like, I'll play it for a couple weeks and then I'll be like, all right, just like Mario Kart, I'm like, I'm just going to go back to the good one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you.
IKC says he's doing the choose your game bundle, so Platoon Raiders would not.
Oh, it has to be between those
Yes.
two.
Yes.
I saw in I think Europe they have like 6 games. They're letting people choose like one of a handful of games to start.
Man, that sounds like the Wii U days.
That's exactly kind of what they were pulling out there. Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza. You'll probably get more hours out of it.
It's a really fun single player campaign, and it's just it's a new unique game to play with your new system.
Yes.
Mario Kart's more Mario Kart. You know what you're about to get. Donkey Kong Bonanza is nothing like you've played before.
Yes.
So,
also get Breath
that.
of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch.
There's a lot of content in it.
Yeah, the Breath of the Wild. I can't wait to play. I'm like kind of jonesing for the Zelda, but I'm waiting for Ocarina. But like once we get through Ocarina, next year I gotta pick. Do I go back to Tears of the Kingdom again, or do I do Echoes? I'm gonna do one of those, and then the next year I'm gonna do the other one.
I love Echoes.
Well, the Switch 2 patch is a game I have not played Echoes on Switch 2 yet,
Yeah,
and I heard that
Me neither.
glow up is significant.
I love that game
Me too.
so much.
I'm thinking that might be the one, especially after Ocarina.
I think that's a good call because you'll kind of want something a little bit different, and then it'll make Tears of the Kingdom like even more fresh because it'll be more time.
I think that is the plan right now. We're gonna do Ocarina next year. I'll do Echoes, and then the year after I'll do Tears of the Kingdom. So
And
I'm
that'll
pretty
by
jazzed.
the time you're done with that, maybe they'll have a trailer for the next 3D Zelda game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I Can't See's last question is, speaking of Donkey Kong, here's an interesting thought experiment. Why does DK have a banana horde? Have you noticed how quickly bananas spoil? Dude. Yeah. There's like a 2-day window, like a 1-day window where bananas are at their
Maybe
most
he's
perfect.
making a lot of banana pudding.
Banana
You kinda
bread.
want 'em, banana bread. You want them a little slightly
mushy.
rotting, a little mushy.
Smoothies. I love putting overripe bananas in smoothies. They're so sweet.
Mm. I had my first smoothie like 3 months ago.
Really? Your first smoothie? What?
I never had a smoothie. You could blame Delvin and Dev. Dev was like, you got to go get a smoothie. So I went to a Smoothie King for the first time at 39 years old, and I had my first smoothie. It was all right.
Wow.
I wasn't enamored. I haven't had another one since, but it was okay.
Well, do you have a blender?
No.
You don't have a blender? Mm-mm. Okay, get a cheap blender. Okay.
I'm not doing this. If I wanted another smoothie, I'd go back to the smoothie place.
Yeah, but that's why it was all right, because you didn't make your own.
I think maybe I would like to try a different flavor. I had a mango thing, and I think maybe I'd like to try it. I love
strawberry
mango.
banana. Strawberry banana.
You think?
Yeah.
I was thinking like I saw that they had like a peanut butter, like a chocolate peanut butter. I was thinking something maybe like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
I could
more
have
in the
smoothie today. I
milkshake
don't know.
territory. Yeah, I love smoothies. I make them all the time. I have a blender. I put banana, I put frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, oat milk, blend it all up. So delicious. It's so healthy. Sometimes you could put like kale in it. You like kale?
So let me ask you this, because that's what I was going to say. Are they healthy? Because I've read online that they're like super chock full of sugar and stuff.
Well, you don't put sugar in those. That's why the one that you got probably sucked, because it had too much sugar in it. The only sugar that you should be getting is the natural sugars. So put your kale.
Shows his face.
Put your spinach in it. You don't even taste it. And it's so good. You don't taste it. You don't taste it, but you get. You don't.
Look who shows his face. Look who showed up. Garrett Bland. Nothing. You're not going to jump on my hate wagon.
I tried to defend you, Garrett. I really tried, and I got shut down.
I'm going to listen to the RPG Cave. I want to hear what Garrett thinks of Fire Emblem. I'm sure they covered it in far more detail than we did.
Bananas, by the way, are like so cheap. You can get a huge bundle for like $1. How much can one banana cost, Michael? $10.
And how do you know? How do you know? Like he's not eating all of those bananas in a week. We look at a horde and we think it's there forever. Maybe it's not.
If he's eating that many bananas in a week, he probably can't poop.
He's a big dude, you know.
He's probably very constipated. If you can't have more than one banana a day.
He's got a whole family to feed. You know, checks out.
We did talk about Fire Emblem, Garrett. You missed it because you were doing something else. You missed it.
Yeah.
Got to tune in. Sorry.
Got to rewind. Go back.
Rewind. And the next question is from Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug. Oh, now he's back. Look, did you see the smile? He hasn't joined the show that excited in some time. He was just like, whoa, oh shit, it's my time.
I was coming back just in time, baby. Just to say it. Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
Wait, how did he hear that if he didn't have headphones on?
I can hear it.
He was so excited. He's so enthusiastically.
I was like
rejoining
waiting.
the
I was
show.
waiting for you to come back.
Like made his day. You could tell.
It did.
It was just Kyle's birthday like 2 or 3 days ago. Happy belated birthday, Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you and your birthday. Hope you had a miserable birthday.
No. Oh my God. Anyway,
He equipped the speed tank.
Delvin doesn't get that because he hasn't played Splatoon Raiders yet.
Mama Pug.
Happy birthday, Mama Pug.
Now, happy birthday to Mama Pug. She's
This
awesome.
is where Delvin does his rock.
Mama Pug.
Mama Pug, you gonna wipe the blood off of your baby boy? Fuck that.
Oh man.
Kyle wants to know how my Ring Fit progress is.
How many times did you play that?
-5.
I'm really impressed at how well Josh is keeping up with it. He's actually doing a really good job. I wake up and he's playing it. Like he already took his morning walk and he's playing Ring Fit.
That's
and
good.
He's sweating. And I'm like, good job. I'll roll over like a potato.
Good job.
Good job.
I did try again to get the DDR dance pad working on my Steam machine.
Yeah?
That'll work.
I don't think it's going to work.
Are you custom binding the things, or are you just hoping?
No, I tried to custom bind it.
Okay.
And I'm getting phantom inputs when it's connected to
Sure.
the Steam machine. It doesn't phantom input on my PC.
I haven't looked into it, but I would imagine, I would guess something like that's pretty hard. Now,
And I'm the only person, I'm probably the only individual in the entire planet
guaranteed you're not.
who's trying to play DDR EX2 on the Steam machine with a dance pad.
Probably.
I would bet. I may look into this for you, Rebecca.
Please.
Knowing how DDR folks are, there might be like a GitHub patch or something that somebody's already made to map
I would
this
love
thing.
that. If you could find something like that,
I may look
I would
into
be
it.
so happy.
Because like the best thing about Steam OS, the Steam Deck, the Steam Machine is how much support you can get from the fans. Like for example, all of the controllers, like the guitar controllers that I have for Rock Band, the new ones from Cracked and stuff. Do you know they already work? People have already it just works now.
That's
So if you-
cool.
Clone Hero, like it just works. I'm betting somebody in DDR has already ventured down.
So like it's very weird because it recognizes the Steam machine recognizes the dance pad when I plug it in. It will map the buttons exactly how I need them to. Then when I go into the game, it gives me phantom inputs for no reason.
Yeah, I'm
And
interested because I know a lot of people use the dance pads to like play other games.
right.
So I'm assuming that this is a thing that's been fixed or solved.
I would
wonder if
love
it's-
that because I would lose so much weight if I could DDR.
I don't know if it's it might be a game specific thing, but I may do a little Google. Have you looked into it at all?
Minorly, I try to figure it out on my own.
Okay. All right, that helps me. So
I googled a little tiny bit and kind of gave up because I wasn't finding much.
I'll do a little.
But I might not know where to look.
What you need, Rebecca, you need a Delvin in your house.
Mhm.
A kid, not me, my son, who just
You lost your chance, Dylan. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
no. I gotta give credit to my boy. My boy, he hyper.
Listen, you make him work, but you come over too.
Well, I have to take him. I have to take him there. I have to take him to the house, of course.
No. You go work on that. Leave us alone.
Yeah. That's
There's only one DDR PS2 game that I want to play. I don't even care about all the other ones. It's just this one. And I don't want Stepmania. I just want this one fucking game.
He'll get it working.
The way I am playing a bunch of old ass games on my Steam machine.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's just eating into any of the time that I would dedicate to playing new games. It's like I'm
playing
this game
Kingdom
to play,
Hearts. I'm playing Sly Cooper.
Correct.
50-cent bulletproof.
Correct.
I'm playing
you're nailing it.
Mission in Medal of Honor Frontline just to feel something. Playing
NCAA football. I've been playing Hot Shots golf. Like I have all of my favorite sports games. My retro deck is incredible, and it's just it's like time waster, but it's eating into the time. It's like I have, let's say I have 3 or 4 windows a week to play games, and before I would always spend that playing the new games. Now I'm playing new games like 1 day a week because it's like, well,
dude,
let me tell you.
I just know people are so mad that I'm playing all of this junk on my $1,000 Steam machine. It's so funny.
The Steam machine is incredible.
So funny.
I'm gonna play Stranglehold today. That John Woo game. That's on PS3. That's amazing.
I got to get back to Sleeping Dogs. I was digging it, but it's like everything is just getting buried by Quake and Splatoon writers and just general Steam machining.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if you find anything about the DDR pad because Josh tried to look at it, he gave up. I tried to look at it, I gave up.
Okay.
Normally I'm good at figuring stuff out like that, but
just send Delvin Jr. over there. He'll figure it out.
Okay.
He just will hyperfixate on it for a whole day until he gets it done.
Yeah, I would literally pay somebody to figure this out for me.
He would do it for free because that's his thing.
That's cool.
Like I have been sitting.
That's cool because I think a lot of people his age are like not the figure stuff out type of people. Like that generation is not like.
When it comes to that shit, that's all he wants to do. Like he sat on my Steam machine for days, just figuring stuff out.
Me,
like,
that's
when I got mine. I think I spent 3 days just doing configuration and setup. Yeah. It's like I got a lot to do.
He's like, hey, Dad, I figured this out. I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. Like, don't worry about it. I got it. You need it. You need this. This is what you need. I'm like, okay, go ahead and do it. I'll leave you alone.
Rebecca, are you using a PS2 pad?
I'm using some cheap USB thing.
That's probably why.
Off Amazon?
Yeah.
There are threads about this on Reddit, and I am reading that people using the cheap stuff off Amazon isn't working well.
You need a new pad.
I don't want to spend a lot of money on one.
Don't. Just get a good one.
How much is one that works?
That's a good question.
What do I need a PS?
I'll keep looking. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. Jeff asks, how would you rank this year's first party output from Nintendo? If you asked my good for nothing friend group Discord group chat, they would say, it's been mid. It's mid. Splatoon Raiders is okay. Pokopia is okay. You know, there's been Tamagotchi life, and that's good. That's but true. Everything else is mid.
The ones that I've played so far, I would rank, obviously, Splatoon Raiders is 1. I think Pokopia would be 2.
Rhythm Heaven.
Star Fox. Mario Tennis. Then probably Rhythm Heaven. And I think at the bottom of my list, unless I'm forgetting something, I think at the bottom of my list is Yoshi.
Yoshi.
I think I'm going to trade in Yoshi today.
I knew that was
Nintendo 20.
I just really don't like the Yoshi game. That was a real miss for me, man. It's like I kind of wish I would not have bought this.
Yeah, you was like the girl I sent you in the video.
Yeah.
I think that their output. Oh, also is he just says rank this year's first party output. We will still consider Fire Emblem is coming this year. Ocarina is coming this year. Like, I think this is a good year for Nintendo. Like,
it's a very good year. This is a very good year.
I think people are really underrating.
Listen, PlayStation 5 has shipped like 2 exclusives this year.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Lord knows Xbox doesn't even have an exclusive anymore. And Nintendo is like, here's 12 first party games you can play.
One a month.
Yeah,
basically
their cadence is very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Based
I
off
think-
everybody else, Nintendo's A+.
My hours sunk in Nintendo games this year so far have been, well, I was back at Animal Crossing. They had a whole Animal Crossing update in
If
January.
you count that, yep.
Pokopia, I spent a ton of hours in. Haven't even beat it yet. There's DLC. I spent a ton of hours in Rhythm Heaven. I spent a ton of hours still not done in Raiders, and I'm going to be playing Ocarina. I think it's a good year. I would rate it. Rate it. He says, how would you rank this year? I would rate it a 8.5 out of 10.
I mean, for a kickoff year, I could agree with that. I feel like with Ocarina, like
That really bolsters it.
with Fire Emblem, I'll put it this way: if Fire Emblem or Ocarina really hit, this is easily a 9 out of 10 year. Like, this is a great year.
Yeah, we haven't even seen Ocarina. It could be amazing.
And I know we're really discounting Switch Sports, but we've seen the sales numbers. Like, I don't want to just throw that like that doesn't exist.
Forgot about it.
Switch Sports Resort is going to be pretty big. There's chances are there's other games.
Yeah.
Like there's chances they may have another game that we don't even know about.
Yeah, there's the rumors that a new Metroid's coming.
Yeah.
2D Metroid.
We've had the GameCube announcements, we've had the VR announcements, we've had lots of support for existing games.
Wait, have you guys been seeing people talk about that Virtual Boy game D Hoppers?
Whoa.
I know.
Dragon Hopper.
It's called D Hopper.
Right, but it was short for Dragon Hopper. So when you say D Hopper, you get Delvin going.
Whoa. What's going on over here? What kind of game this is?
People are raving about this and saying it's a Zelda-like.
I have seen that.
You have the Virtual Boy. Go play it and tell us about it.
I'm going to. It's just, again, with what time? Like, I'm playing Quake and Splatoon Raiders and NCAA football and Sleeping Dogs. Now I got to add Dragon Hopper to the list too. It's like I'm running out of time.
Top-down action-adventure game where players take control of the young dragon prince Doran, lives in the kingdom of Celestia with his family and his girlfriend Diana. All of Doran are captured by the corrupt prime minister Lexer. He falls into a hole that leads him to the land of Faerun, where he must climb back up to stop Lexer through multi-level maze-like stages of varying themes. You can make Doran jump into staggered floors floating above the main playfield. There's a boss at the end of each stage. Elemental Spirit grant hints for new abilities. It sounds cool, and I don't want to ever touch the Virtual Boy, so I need somebody else to tell me about it.
I'll play it.
Yeah,
That's your homework for this week. Play D Hopper.
Yeah,
okay.
Go D Hop.
I'll find it sometime.
Let me know if it's the real deal.
I'm sure it's not, but I will.
Let us know. Should we be D Hop?
I'm hearing that it's the real deal.
Yeah.
Delvin is so happy.
Should we be getting on that D?
He loves nothing more than a good sexual pun. Just
damn
like,
right.
Like he's so happy in this moment. Like, I mean, his brain is just canvassing
great.
every euphemism he knows, trying to figure out how to insert D hopping.
Yep. We out here D hopping, baby.
Everybody's just wanting wanting Virtual Boy to not include the Virtual Boy. You got to put your head in the helmet, Todd. It's the whole point.
Yes.
No, you can change the color now.
Get your damn cardboard thing and put it on your face.
Todd, if you want a D hop, you got to put your head in it. Get used to it.
Very good. Our last question comes from Kane, who asks, what was your first experience with Nintendo? And I know we've all answered this before, but we get new listeners. We get people who haven't, tuned in, and I think it's time for us to share again.
My first experience with Nintendo, I was in, I think, kindergarten or first grade, and I got dropped off at this lady's house that was like my babysitter, and they had an NES and they had Donkey Kong. And it was the first time that I feel like I had unlimited access to video games because, the babysitter was like, do you want to play video games? Like, it was just there, you could play. And when I tell you I sat there and played nothing but Donkey Kong for like a week, like 12 hours a day, every day. Like that's all I did. I just sat there. The easiest, she could have left and I would not have moved. And that really, and the reason I remember it like that is that really kicked it off for me. I was like, I want one of these so bad. And it was a couple of years later, I think, when I got my first NES. Now, if I was in kindergarten, that is, so I must have got my first NES in like, at earliest, maybe 95, probably like 96 or 97.
Woo.
So I'm real late to the party. But again, we've talked about it a bunch. I don't have to explain it. Poor, didn't have access, just didn't have it.
Yeah.
I was staying in Columbus, Ohio, and my mom had a friend, this old war vet named Jackman, whom my son Jack is named for.
I didn't know that.
This old war vet used to watch me, and watch is a very loose term. My mom used to just leave me with this old disabled man, and like she would go do whatever she was doing in the night, and I stayed with Jackman. And Jackman is very funny. He had a cat named Jack Cat, and yeah. But here's the story. The abridged version. Jackman was a huge Risk player. And him and his old war buddies would get together on Friday nights and they would play Risk, like the board game. And they would pay me to mix drinks for them while they played Risk. And do other things. He lived on disability. So like we would get into a taxi once a month and we'd go to like Ingles and he would send me into the store with a grocery list and money and I would get all the stuff and come back out to the taxi.
How old were you?
Like he couldn't move around very well. So this has got to be like second, third grade. Maybe, yeah, definitely second, third grade. Very young. My wife is like this. Yeah, my wife has funny things about this story. But yeah, they taught me how to mix drinks, rum and Coke, bourbon Coke, and they pay me like 50 cents to like mix a drink, and him and his buddies. And they get drunk, so 50 cents would become $1 and so on and so forth. And the reason I tell you all that is I did that to earn enough money to go to the pawn shop that was across the street and buy an old NES that they had in the store. And that was my console, something I owned, something I didn't play sitting next to a friend on the bus or at their house at a birthday party. It was mine. And the shop owner, I would go to that pawn shop so often. It was right across the street from the apartment complex that the shop owner actually started to bring in like NES games. And I think at this point, NES was out. Like Super Nintendo was a thing, the 64 was a thing, PlayStation. So nobody wanted NES stuff. But because I was buying NES stuff, he brought games in. Like he had a selection of games. I used to sweep the shop for a game. Like I would sweep the pawn store and he would let me have a game. That's how I got Tecmo Bowl. And I would just do little side hustles for these games that I could get at this pawn shop. And so my first Nintendo game that I owned was Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, and I played that. And then it was Tecmo Bowl, and then I got Donkey Kong, and eventually I found my way to Legend of Zelda, and all the other stuff. But like that's more or less the abridged version of my first experience with Nintendo stuff. Was I played Donkey Kong, the arcade game, the NES game, and loved it, and then did everything I could to acquire more of that as soon as I could.
I don't think I knew the details surrounding that, so that was interesting. Thank you for sharing. Delvin.
My first experience with Nintendo probably is I just thought about it now. Yeah, this is probably what it is. I was 5 years old, and my uncle, which is who inspired me to have the house that I have now, and I told him recently, in his basement, he had a bunch of arcade cabinets. And one of those he had like 3 or 4. One of those arcade cabinets was Donkey Kong.
Wow, both of us on Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so I would go down there. He had it set up so you have to put no quarters in it, and I would play Donkey Kong. He had one for Dig Dug, and I think he had Cubert. I would just go down there when we go to his house, and I'd play that all day long. Just sit there and play those games all day long, and having a great time with those. Like it was a lot of fun. I remember that vividly. Just going there playing it all day. And he was like, I talked to him about, I want to say a month ago now, And he was like, yeah, some guy gave those to me, and I just had them in my house. Like, he just gave them to me.
Wow.
That's the 80s. They just was giving shit away like that. Like, hey.
So then what was your first that you owned? How did you get to getting your own?
See, Rebecca, I came from a broken home. and my father felt very guilty that him and my mom got a divorce when I was, like, funny enough, 5-6 years old. So he wouldn't come see us much. So he would do two things. He would take us to the movies, and that's how I saw Transformers the movies as a kid. And that became, like, my thing. And also that Christmas 1986, he bought us a Nintendo, an NES, which had Duck Hunt. He bought us an NES, and this was his thing every Christmas.
Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck Hunt Mario. He would buy us a game. He would buy us the console, and the next day, early that morning, he would take us to Toys R Us, and we'd go to Toys R Us and pick out, like, me and my brother would pick out any games that we want. Like, we get like 2 games. Divorced kid. So he's like,
wow.
I feel bad. So he's like, hey, this is the time you get.
Was it like a parent trying to win you over, that like I'm the better parent kind of situation? Like, I'll buy you the video games that mom doesn't buy you kind of thing.
It was guilt, Rebecca. It was guilt. He told me it was like guilt, like he felt like he failed his father. He's like, hey, I can't spend time with you guys. So the only time I get to spend with you guys to make sure you guys.
That's a little different.
So he's like, hey, here you go. Here's this NES. And me and my brother played Duck Hunt and Mario Bros all day.
A lot of my initial like NES games were like, because it was buying these used cards from the pawn shop, they were like bad NES games. I don't even remember half the names. Like, a lot of them were bad.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
Because later on, because of the time it was, a lot of NES games were out of date really quick. So we would find them in the flea markets, and we'd buy them for like $20. That's how I got Gyromite and Rob the Robot, because they were selling it at a flea market for like $20. Like, oh.
I was getting mine for like $2 to $5. Like, these were El Cheapo. I mean, I'll never forget. Tecmo Bowl was a big one, because like of all the games
you were getting it when the Super Nintendo was out.
Of course, yeah. And the 64 I think was out or coming out.
Yeah.
So they were dirt cheap. And like a lot of the games that I got sucked, and I did not like them. And I won't say that for about Zelda, but the one thing that I always bring up, because I think it's very different than how people experienced it, like when I got Zelda, I didn't know Zelda was Zelda.
Yeah.
And when I played Zelda, I didn't realize it was Zelda, and I didn't really like the original Zelda. Like, I didn't love Zelda until I got my 64 and played Ocarina of Time, because I had actually never played Link to the Past until after I played Ocarina. Like it's just the way the time worked out, so like I was just playing games, and I'd be like, well, this is good, this is bad. I loved Mario Bros, I loved Mario 3, I loved Kirby, Donkey Kong, but Tecmo Bowl, like once I got Tecmo Bowl, I played that constantly.
Zelda 1 was probably, I can imagine, probably would have been hard to enjoy if you didn't have a guide or didn't have somebody else really telling you. Like,
I did it. Yeah,
that's a tough game if you've and it's the only one to exist back then, not having any idea what it could or should be.
Yep. And I went from NES to 64. And it wasn't until after I found Ocarina and loved Zelda.
Thank God you did. What if you would like, nah, Zelda wasn't for me.
People were like, oh, you got to play Link to the Past. And I was like, what is that? And then I went backwards. Yeah, you're right. I could have. Because I remember like coming off of my NES when all the hype around Ocarina of Time was like happening. I was like, really? Zelda? Like, yeah. So I always think that's a really interesting experience, because it was like, I didn't love it when I first played it. But when you hear people that were there for the NES at the NES's time, they speak about Zelda 1 like I speak about Ocarina. Like it is that game for them, and it just never was that for me. So that's why I don't hold it in a high regard.
Yeah, it was very difficult, especially if you didn't have a guide or anything nudging you.
That's back when we read instruction manuals.
Yes,
and I didn't even have like.
If you didn't get it boxed, you wouldn't have had
I just
that.
had a cartridge. I just had the thing.
I remember
half of them didn't work.
Because you needed the instruction manual to tell you like certain things, and it came with the map. If you didn't know these things, like you'd be screwed. Like how to get out the lost woods or where to put bombs at. Like
I don't even think I made it that far.
No, how could you unless you were just blindly
And
spending
I was
hours?
so young. I was like, this was like 96. I was like 9. So like I wasn't really, because I hadn't been exposed to it. I didn't have magazines. I didn't have marketing. Like I was buying things that like attracted to me on the sticker. Like I was interested in like Batman, The Simpsons, like cartoons, things that I knew.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know what Zelda was. Like,
Most of those games were terrible.
to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I remember most.
Really bad.
I remember mostly playing a lot of Mario. Duck Hunt is secretly great. Like
Yes.
Duck Hunt's really good.
You don't need to figure anything out for that.
Correct.
You just do it.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Mario, a lot of Donkey Kong, a lot of Duck Hunt, and then a lot of Tecmo Bowl, and then just kind of played a bunch of bad games in between.
Hot take. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like Bart versus the Space Mutants. Fucking terrible game.
I think another one was Paperboy. I played a lot of
Awful game.
Paperboy. Yeah.
Paperboy's fun.
Shit like that.
But the NES version is not that great.
And then I got a 64, and that's why I don't mean to interrupt. Around the same time, so like 97, 98 maybe, I went to a friend's house for their birthday party. And it wasn't even like a friend of mine, it was like a friend of a friend. It was like my cousin's friend. And I went to their house for a birthday party, and they had a 64 and Mario 64. And when I tell you that shit blew my mind, I had no idea games could even be that. The way I sat and played in the courtyard of Mario 64 for hours because I had been playing an NES the whole time. Like I was like, holy shit.
That
Video
kid
games
probably
have come a
wanted you-
long way.
That's so cool that you remember that.
That kid probably wanted you the fuck out their house.
They did. I'll never forget it because everyone was asleep. Like they were laying, and I was still playing 64. Like I basically just sat in the living room playing 64 while they had a birthday party.
Who is this kid? Why is he just taking over our game console? Just let it go.
Yeah.
That's good. My first experience with Nintendo was when I was about 3 years old. I had a hand-me-down Super Nintendo from my cousin who had moved on to the PlayStation. We're done with Nintendo. It's all about the PlayStation now. And so he gave me his old Super Nintendo and all his games. And I inherited that. He was from Pittsburgh. So, we didn't get to see them much. I don't know how it ended up in my house, but I think he gave it to, me and my dad. It was, just as much for my dad to play as it was for me. And since I was like 3-4 years old, I didn't, it was very hard for me to play on my own. So a lot of it was watching my dad play while, I kind of followed along and he would read all the dialogue out to me. And A Link to the Past was one of the games and it really, struck with him. And so he played through that whole game with me next to him and he would read all the dialogue. And I still credit that, my ability to learn how to read through watching my dad play A Link to the Past while he read all the dialogue out loud. And I would play a little bit, what I could. And I would be so proud that I got, I was able to rescue Zelda from the dungeon and beat that ball and chain knight by myself. And, I would play other things like Super Mario World. I had Donkey Kong Country, all the staples of the Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Island. And that was my first experience and the first console that I owned. And then what like really got me to do it on my own with Nintendo, like playing games on my own, was I was in preschool and I was at my best friend Sarah's house. We were having a play date. And her older brother was watching the Pokemon anime on TV. And I had never heard of that before. And I was captivated. I saw it and like my eyes were glued. And I just was like sucked into watching it. And I remember Sarah was like, come on, like your mom's almost here. Like she's going to pick you up soon. Like let's keep playing. And I was lost. I was completely sucked into the Pokemon anime.
That's a Jigglypuff.
I was so excited. And we found out that there was a video game. And so I have a vivid memory of my mom taking me to Kmart and getting me a green Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue and reading the box as we drove home and playing Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy Color was like my first on my own video game experience.
Talk about stuff that's not around anymore. Kmart.
I remember it was dirty. It was a dirty Kmart.
Yeah, I remember that tinge.
It wasn't just that Kmart.
Yeah,
it was Kmart
that was the Kmart thing. Now, this is squarely that time you refer to. at the time you're doing this is squarely my N64.
When you're getting the end, yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday. When I played that 64 at that birthday party, from that point forward, my entire life mission was acquiring a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to have it.
This was like 97.
I traded and sold everything. I remember, I don't think, I definitely
97, 98.
I was cutting grass, like 10. I was cutting grass, like doing everything I could, and I got an N64 and Stadium. I played Pokemon games on the 64 through the pack and everything. Like, that is squarely my N64 era, which I feel like was a 98, 99, and that was like basically the N64 had come out and somewhat failed by then. Right, people had already moving on to the PlayStation and everything else.
Yep.
That was we probably got the N64 around like 99.
I want to say that's Dreamcast era. Want to say
around then. It's got to be around then. I don't remember when they came out, but so I remember I got N64 used through a trade-in because it was like people were dumping it. They were moving on, and I was like, "This is everything I could ever wanted and loved it." So. That Pokemon crate, that was a special time, Rebecca. I remember like that, like it was yesterday. That was squarely like when I started to love this.
Yes.
And it wasn't until I moved to Georgia, so it'd been like 2001, I think, is when I got transferred here, that when they eventually found my dad and I placed with my dad had an old Super Nintendo in the closet. And that's when I played Super
You were able to catch up on all that.
The first time.
yes.
You're probably like, this is garbage compared to the N64.
I remember he had Batman Returns and Super Mario World.
Okay.
Those were the games he had. And he had like the RF cable adapter thing with the coax. Yeah. And I remember I went to GameStop or EB Games or whatever it was called at the time. And I was like, I need Link to the Past.
I feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate that the Super Nintendo was my very first gaming experience.
It's a really good one.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
I peaked when
I
was
think you
30.
had a much better experience than I did.
Yeah. I do remember the Kmart's that had Little Caesars in the back.
I don't remember that.
I do.
We didn't do a whole lot of Kmarting.
Little Caesars, boy. I got you some times.
In that same era, I won't give you the whole story, Rebecca, but I've told this on PSVG before. When my mom got out of jail and she started getting back into the stuff, at one point for Christmas, she pawned my N64.
I think I remember you saying that.
But got me a PlayStation 1, and she thought that was like an upgrade, and I was distraught.
I remember you
like
saying
I almost tore the house apart. I was so fucking mad.
Yeah,
that's a downgrade. That is a
I was like, nobody
downgrade.
wants this shit. She's like, it's got wrestling. I was like, this game sucks.
Yeah. It's not a downgrade, but I can see why you do that. I traded
my PlayStation in almost immediately. I think I had my PlayStation for maybe a couple months, and I traded in for a Dreamcast.
Yeah.
like I got rid of it so fast. I was so
PlayStation
mad.
2 is a good console.
I like both of them. Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid.
But the N64 blows the PS1 out of the water.
It did for me, but like I had my wrestling games, Turok, Smash. I had a great game. I had a collection of games. I had the lineup.
Yeah.
And I got a PlayStation 1. I'll never forget it, with WWF Warzone.
Fucking terrible.
A Crash Bandicoot game.
Not great.
And some other shit. And,
I see why you hate Crash.
I was so mad.
I hate Crash too. Every time I see Crash,
I think it was like Virtual
Crash.
Fighter. So I was like, what is this shit? And that summer, though, I mean, I had fun. I played Resident Evil for the first time, and that was a big deal. And I played Clock Tower that summer. But as soon as Veronica came out, I was like, this shit's got to go. And I dumped it for a Dreamcast in a heartbeat.
She gave you the C-list PlayStation games. You had like the elite.
It was a deep scar.
It's pretty bad when the Dreamcast is an upgrade to what you currently have.
She did a lot of bad things to me, Delvin, but nothing worse than that.
That might be the worst. That might be the worst.
It's like, listen.
Look here. All this abandonment shit I can forget
The abandonment and abuse is one thing, but the N64.
I can't let go of this shit.
Yeah. I was furious. I'll never forget that. I like to joke about it now, but
You know, Kane, who asked this question, had also chimed in with their own answer that their first game was Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. That was probably like many, many, many people's 1st video game.
That was the first game I ever beat. The first game I ever reached credit screens on was Mario Bros.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I never reached the end
Did
for
not know
Donkey
there was
Kong.
a credit screen for that. Oh, Super Mario Bros. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Duck Hunt. I thought you meant like the Duck Hunt. Yeah. There's probably a credit screen for Duck Hunt too. I've never beat Duck Hunt.
I've never done that either. And I could never reach the end of Donkey Kong. I don't think I could even get halfway. Like I was never that good. I just played it endlessly, kept trying. But Mario Bros. Was the one that I was like, holy shit, it just ends.
And the princess. She's not another castle.
Mm-hmm.
He's here.
Fun times. That was a good question.
Yes.
That was a good question. You know, I know we've talked about it before, but it's good to kind of.
Well, it's how core that is.
Yeah.
You know, like how seminal is it? We all remember, like what it was, where we were, and then look at us now, playing Zelda and Donkey Kong and Mario and all of that today.
I know that childhood memories are not as accurate as we think they are.
Sure.
But in my head, I can remember the lighting of the Kmart. I can remember, what the shelves looked like. I can remember that drive home. I can remember sitting on the couch and putting the cartridge in and turning it on for the first time. Like, it probably wasn't anything like that, but that's just like what I remember.
I think it was.
Oh, it was that. It was definitely.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Kmart, bad lighting.
I know that lighting. I can see it. I can see the picture you're painting. I know
even the new Kmarts were dirty.
The grimy floor.
Yeah.
It's all sticky.
Kind of that low fluorescent glow of an old Kmart. You're like, ugh.
Yeah,
you have to call the employee to unlock the case because
Kmart was just like grimy.
The video games were behind the display case, so you had to have them come unlock it.
It had a soft yellow tinge.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you just felt broke walking in there. You just felt poor. Our family's life is not going well.
I just think about when I talk to people around our age, usually a little bit older than me and I want to say Rebecca, the experience that I had in those early days interacting with video games is so different. And people are like, I had magazine subscriptions and we went to the game store and I was renting thing. I had none of the fucking such. I was fucking trading cartridges and going to pawn shops and yard sales, like trying to find the cheapest thing that I could, because I didn't have the access.
It's weird. We weren't poor, but I didn't have any of that either. Like, I just wasn't in that world. Like, I felt like it was very isolating for me.
Games were very expensive then for a kid that didn't have, I didn't have Skittles money, let alone fucking, N64 money. I didn't have Skittles money. So, back then, I did a lot of trading, just a lot of flipping, a lot of wheeling and dealing. I'll give you this toy and that VHS tape for your copy of that game, and there was a lot of shit like that.
Look, Kmart wished it could have been Walmart. That would have been an upgrade.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Walmart's the same thing today. That's a very different. It's a very. I know what you're trying to say, Kyle, but it is a very different vibe.
And when I was in Ohio, we didn't have. I mean, we had. I think they had Kmart's, but I went to Meijer. You guys have Meijers?
I don't think so.
I've heard of Meijer.
It's a very similar type thing.
We had Kmart, we had Zayres, which
I've never heard of Zayres.
I kind of that sounds familiar.
Yeah, Zayres
was
like
Meijer is still around.
Kmart,
I bet it is.
Even poorer.
Remember Circuit City?
I do. I used to go to Circuit City all the time.
There was a time where I was big on Circuit City's better than Best Buy.
Circuit City's where I found Clock Tower. I'll never forget it. To this day. When that summer I had a PlayStation, I walked into a Circuit City, and at the front of their gaming section, they had a giant, and when I mean giant, as far as my arms could reach, perhaps a 5-foot wide box that stood probably 3 foot high off the ground. And it was full of cheap PlayStation 1 games that nobody wanted. It was just a bunch of junk games that were in there, and I pulled clock tower, and I'll never forget because I pulled it because of the box art. I thought the box art was elite. I was like, this looks great.
It is great.
And I came home, and it was one of my favorite games. Like,
Now, what do you mean CircuitCity.com? It still exists and that it's still running.
Maybe
There ain't no
they have-
would
stores
blow my
anymore.
mind.
Maybe they just have a digital store.
Wow. Did not know. Who's buying from CircuitCity.com? Crazy.
Yeah, that I didn't know that.
Crazy.
Well, maybe somebody bought it and is trying to scam people.
Could be.
That's a good scam.
Fun walk down memory lane.
Yeah, I like when we do that every once in a while. Cool. I gotta go. I'm playing Big Walk in a couple, pretty soon with my friends.
3 minutes. I gotta go trade all these controllers in.
Have fun.
Good luck. Let us know how much you get and what you give.
Will do.
Anything this week? I don't think there's anything happening in Nintendo this week that we're looking ahead to. Right?
We're anticipating,
If
but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see you next time, Koopalings.
Peace.
Peace.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?